your local broadcast entertainment station.
They say baseball is a game of inches, but as the postseason draws closer, these small margins can make all the difference. In New York, Aaron Judge is ready to put a stamp on his MVP case. In the AL Central, the Guardians know every win matters if they want to maintain their hold on first place. It's baseball night in America. Next on Fox.
Red Sox starter tonight.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today?
Just over 2, you'll see.
I hope you guys are all having a great fucking day. Today is the big rivalry. The big rivalry game. I don't care what people say. This is still a rivalry. Y'all bitches are fucked if y'all think it's not. This is still a rivalry.
Welcome inside our Fox studios here in Los Angeles. We're live. And thanks for being with us. Hope you're having a good week with Don.
What's up, Daniel Barry?
I'm Chris Myers. Before we get you out to the ballpark, let's see what kind of games, what kind of action took place earlier.
Red Sox, Yankees tonight. Fuck the Yankees. This game is on Fox, so it is a nationally broadcasted game.
And he's got to end the season hitting over 300 just so he can have that 130 home run season.
I feel very confident about this game. Fuck the Yankees. They suck. Should be an easy series sweep. This is a 4-game series. Should be an easy four wins. Easy. I'm not gonna go that confident. Probably should get at least 2 wins, and it should be like we'll probably get 2 wins, and then there'll be a game where we should have won. And that's how it'll go.
I love his athleticism. He's such an important piece when he is healthy, not only defensively but offensively in that lineup as well.
But yeah, starting pitcher for the Boston. This is in Yankee Stadium, so it is an away game.
I mean, you're chasing a playoff spot. You get beat like that in a game where you have your ace on the hill. So deflating.
The starting pitcher for the Red Sox is Cooper Criswell. He has 4.11 ERA in 23 games played this year. He has 66 strikeouts and 92 innings pitched. Starting pitcher for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez. He has a 3.97 ERA in 29 games played this year, has 147 strikeouts and 163 and a third innings pitched. Starting lineup for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres bats first at second base, Juan Soto bats second in right field, Aaron Judge will bat third in center field, Austin Wells will bat fourth at catcher, Giancarlo Stanton will bat fifth at DH, Jazz Chisholm Jr. will bat sixth at third base. Jason Dominguez will bat seventh in left field. Anthony Rizzo will bat eighth at first base, and Anthony Volpe will bat ninth at shortstop. Leading off for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran in left field. Rafael Devers will bat second at third base. Romy Gonzalez bats third at second base. Tyler O'Neill will bat fourth at DH. Connor Wong bats fifth at first base. Trevor Story bats sixth at shortstop. Danny Jansen bats seventh at catcher. Willie Abreu will bat eighth in right field. Kind of weird to see him down lower in the order, but and then Ceddanne Rafaela will bat ninth in center field. Ceddanne Rafaela's average has dropped a bit down to 253 from I don't even know what it was at, but I remember it was like in the 260s.
To gather everyone around them and have us all be a big force, and that's what it's about.
Aaron Judge, he's playing center field.
Now starting there every game is pretty impressive.
An outfielder, you got to be able to play all 3 positions, and center field, I love to play. You got the most room out there. You kind of command the outfield a little bit. You can communicate with them, move guys here, move guys there. I love center field.
To be able to play multiple outfield positions is huge and helps the team be more dynamic and just makes us better.
We may be looking at the greatest season ever by a center fielder.
He's a franchise player. He's our leader on and off the field. So, he's the captain. He means a lot to everybody.
the captain of the team, I try not to change too much of what I've already done over the past, 6 or 7 years in the big leagues with the Yankees. It's just, go out there, lead by example, be a great teammate, motivate your team, try to help push guys to go to that next level. I think that's what it's all about.
Despite his current slump, it's been a career year for Aaron Judge. He leads the majors in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And New York continuing to battle Baltimore for the AL East crown. I think some thought the Orioles would run away in the division, but the two remain separated only by a game and a half, with the Yanks on top. And the fans of the Bronx still hungry to end that World Series drought, their last title back in 2009. Mentioned having an MVP type of season, but in the last 15 games, and this is the longest homer drought in Aaron Judge's amazing career. And see the batting average, it just has not happened for him. And hoping to snap out of it just in time. And I think, Dontrell, that begs the question. We know what kind of player he is. He got off to the slow start. Fans booed. He became Aaron Judge. But the timing of this slump, does that concern you?
Yeah, the timing and also the swing and miss is starting to show its ugly head. 21 strikeouts over the last 15 ball games, over the last 54 at-bats. I need my man to start barreling some baseball. It's almost like a jump shooter. I need him to see him go down a couple times and try to get some rhythm going into the postseason, and they need him to be a presence in that lineup. You have enough guys already struggling, trying to find their way in that lineup. You can't have one of the best hitters in all of baseball start to struggle, and you guys limp into the postseason, and now you're one-dimensional with just Soto being the constant threat. So I need him to get his foot down, start hitting that baseball to the opposite field, because that's his power side as well. But he needs to start barreling the baseball and getting himself in hitter-friendly counts so he can take a shot at it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm worried, though, just because of what you mentioned earlier. He had that stretch at the beginning of the season. In April, it just was not good. But he rebounded from it. He's as strong mentally as...
Hell no, Malachi. I won't say that.
So my money's on Judge.
Okay. How about Yankees focusing on something down the stretch here as they get into the postseason?
Got to focus on the bullpen, right? I mean, that's something that you don't have a definitive answer. And, I like what Ken Rosenthal said earlier, where there's no specific role, and Aaron Boone is going to have an opportunity to just mix and match, whether it's with Holmes, whether it's with Weaver, whether you can put Luis Gil in the bullpen. But that's something that's going to transpire over the next few weeks. Very similar to what the Dodgers do. Dodgers don't have a definitive guy in that 9th inning. It allows Dave Roberts to mix and match. That's what Booney's going to have to do.
You'd have Holmes and say, hey, you go get...
I was thinking about that, but I changed. And the reason I changed is because, again, it's Aaron Boone is going to have an opportunity. It's better to mix and match. Right. If you don't have Clase shutting it down, right? Like, I'm putting up the best situation where, hey, this guy matches up against his hitters.
Win the matchup.
Okay. Forget this definitive role stuff.
Also get Giancarlo Stanton going too. When he was rolling in that lineup as well, that was a true power threat to protect everybody else, and that threat to hit the ball out of the ballpark as well. 10 Ks over his last 7 ball games, hitting under 100. That's unacceptable even for him.
Yankees Red Sox, their final head-to-head meeting of the season. Red Sox have had the advantage this year, just as they did last year. Let's send it out to Ken Rosenthal, who's with Yankee manager Aaron Boone.
Thanks, Chris. Aaron, you've got a relatively healthy team right now. 6 starters, full bullpen, even some competition in the outfield. Knowing the postseason can be rather random, how comforting is it as a manager just to have this complement of players?
Yeah, definitely. This time of year, in a lot of ways, I feel like this is as whole as we've been any time over the last several years that I've been here, where sometimes we've had guys missing this time of year. We've gotten a handful of guys back into the mix. So we feel really good about that. But now it's on us to go put our best foot forward and try and win games to close this thing out.
Aaron Judge, 15 games without a homer. It's baseball, these things happen. But what have you seen over the last couple of weeks in him?
Yeah, baseball. I mean, I tell people all the time, even for the best of the best, like, hitting's hard. The best hitters, still walk back to the dugout more than they don't. And, he's probably missed a handful of pitches, maybe, that when he's rolling, he puts in the seats. But he's not far off.
Aaron, thanks. Good luck.
I will not say shit, Malachi.
Thank you, Ken, and thanks, Aaron. Boy, the Yankee title drought, not the worst, but you see their they're inching up there for them winning it all. Of course, the most World Series titles of any team in the history of the game with 27. Currently, this group third on that list. It's been 14 seasons, but you'll see them go after the division as we whittle down, just 2.5 weeks until the playoffs. Juan Soto, another 100 RBI, 100 walk season with teammate Aaron Judge, outstanding for the Yankees. Most will see the Red Sox and New York. Some will see Cleveland hosting Tampa Bay. Josh Naylor, a 100 RBI season. Thanks for being a part of Baseball Night in America on Fox.
Type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians, and each day starts as come along. It's easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardians works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardians is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Knocky knocky. What are you doing, Anna?
Working on my dating profile. Want to see? They think that's me. Some of them even sent me gift cards.
Nana, how do you sleep at night?
On a mattress. I got a mattress firm. A sleep expert helped me find it. It's got cooling technology because Nana sleeps hot. So now I sleep. This guy's loaded.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night. Look at that Wendy's breakfast burrito. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage. Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's
Why are you asking me that, Malachi? But did I? I actually don't know. I think I did. Why do you know that? But I also don't know if I did or not. But I think I did.
With the Hall of Famer John Smoltz, Ken Rosenthal will join us in just a bit. As these teams go into every day feeling like they need it, they got it in a big way last night. Walk-off wins and extras. Well, those walk-off wins are big anytime during the season, but they're even bigger in September, especially when you're in a playoff hunt. And the Yankees got a huge win against a tough Kansas City team. This base hit sealed the deal and kept them in first place by a game and a half. It's the momentum you want going in to a great year that the Yankees are having. On the other side, when you're basically hanging in there, these are the kind of moments that can propel a team, and they know they have a lot of work to be done, but at least they're playing meaningful games. Yeah, the Yankees kind of been stuck in neutral for a lot of this summer, around 500, but it seems like lately everything's kind of coming together. They're getting healthy. They got guys starting to click, and it's all happening at the right time. It really is. So much was expected for the New York Yankees, and they were a team built for the World Series. They went through their ups, their downs, and now they're peaking maybe at the right time. They're getting healthy in their rotation. Their offense is really, really good. The only question mark might be their bullpen. And for the Boston Red Sox, there wasn't much expected of them.
So first pitch is at 7:15 here.
Surprising the world. Great job by
pretty soon.
The organization, and at least for the next 7 days, they're going to be in the hunt. And the lineup that Alex Cora will send out there for the first game of this 4-game series looks like this. Jarren Duran will lead things off, and then it's Rafael Devers hitting second. This is a different lineup than the one that he initially put out. Romy Gonzalez moves up to the 3 spot because Rob Refsnyder was scratched with a sore wrist. Tyler O'Neill had the walk-off home run yesterday. He bats cleanup. Catalan's at first base. Only the 5th time in his career he's played there, but trying to load up as many right-handed bats in this lineup as they can. Trevor Story's return has been a good story for the Red Sox. They didn't figure they'd have him back this year, but he came back from that shoulder injury last weekend. Danny Jansen acquired at the deadline from Toronto. Julio Abreu's the guy who gets the call with Ruff Snyder getting the late scratch, and then Rafael out of the 9th spot, 23-year-old rookie, having a nice first season in Boston. Umpiring crew for today's game, Charlie Ramos to call balls and strikes. Marvin Hudson, the crew chief, is in second. We saw those guys up here before the game. We're having dinner, and here they come walking through. It's like, wait a minute. They got ready in time, though. Now here is Nestor Cortez, and as the Yankees have gotten healthier, Nestor was bumped to the bullpen last weekend. He didn't let it affect him. He threw 4 1/3 no-hit innings in relief. Yankees back to a 6-man rotation here for the next little bit, so he gets another chance.
Yeah, one of the best things that can happen to a pitcher when he gets a little bit shocked on maybe not knowing what his routine's going to be the next 3 weeks, go out there and pitch well. And he's got a great pitch mix. He doesn't rely on anyone, even though the four-seam fastball, when it's down, is good. If he throws strikes and gets the ball inside and keeps them off speed, he is going to be tough to hit. He's one of those guys that are fun to watch.
And the pitcher profile sponsored by Wendy's. He's been much better here at home.
Yeah, the home in this ballpark at the left-hander, it's tough. So if you're doing well at home at Yankee Stadium, a hitter's ballpark.
No Chester tonight. He's having some issues right now.
Through so much in his career that I'm sure he wants to finish as strong as possible to make it as hard as possible to take him out of the rotation.
Yeah, he was vocal about it. He said he was upset. He said, I feel like I've been the workhorse here, and now they do this, move me into the pen, but then he said those 4 1/3 no-hit innings, showing that he wasn't really going to let it bother him.
Here comes Jaron Duran to lead off.
Whatever role they need me in, I'm happy to do. Perspective of a guy who was a 36th round pick way back when.
All right, let's have some fun. Let's do this.
Alrighty. Yankees and Red Sox for the final time this year. 4-game series here in New York as Jaron Duran climbs in.
And off we go.
With a fastball to the knees and strike one.
So it'll be strike one to Jaron Duran.
Found out about their young players. They've had some surprises this year. We talked about how they've been playing relevant baseball. This guy has gone to the next level.
Yeah, started to
strike
see it
2
last year, and this is a guy who's highly regarded coming up. Started to break out last year, but this year he's leading the majors in doubles, leading the majors in triples, stole the show at the All-Star game, and they feel like they have a legitimate star piece for this next phase.
Absolutely, and not to mention when he gets on first base or any base, he's a threat to steal.
In an 0-2 hole, Cortez comes home, and it's fouled off. Look at the total base leaderboard across baseball. You got probably the 2 MVPs at the top, 2 excellent young shortstops after that, and then there's Duran 5th in the majors.
Now that's where Cortez will do his best work. He loves getting the ball down, and he'll get the ball in to right-handers. That fastball, even though it's not 98, it has that late hop to it and carry.
And he's got that style, right? I've heard you say before, he pitches like he's got 97.
Yeah, and he's confident with all of his pitches. And a pitcher has to have that kind of command of his presence on the mound.
Strikes out Duran.
And that'll be out number 1 to Jaron Duran.
Now, the other thing that you don't see a lot of pitchers go to is the high slider. He throws a higher percentage of high slider. That's on purpose. And that's a pitch really coming out of the slot that he throws. They teach you to throw the slider down, but he's actually thrown enough of those up to be...
I think next season, we need to bring the fog machine back. We need that.
The Red Sox are going to erase this 4-game deficit, 16 games left. They got to have Rafael Devers better than he's been lately. Now the score is telling us...
Here's Rafael Devers.
That the bright lights and the big stage at Yankee Stadium can get him going again. He's always hit well here. Just hasn't been himself lately.
No, and you see the...
Well, too bad Garrett Cole's not pitching, because if Garrett Cole was pitching, Rafi Devers probably get 2 home runs tonight.
Limitations to what he's been able to do.
I have the ultimate respect for hitters and players that play through banged-up situations and don't really talk about it. Their managers will, to give them the benefit of, hey, the guy's out there doing his thing, but he's not totally right. You know, this game's a tough game.
Get your ass over to Dom. Bills versus Dolphins game. Matt, after this game is over, I'm gonna head over there as long as you know the game's still within like 14, and it's not like too late in the game.
Strikeouts for Cortez are going to be located away. There was one that's up in the zone that typically he's going to get most of those away, but because he uses all his weapons, it makes that fastball look even faster. Here comes Jerome Gonzalez, scorches the first one on the line to center field. It's right at Aaron Judge. And a 1-2-3 first inning for Cortez.
Fuck Nestor Cortez.
That ball is crushed.
You know this was crushed. Google Cloud AI knows a ball going 440 feet.
Go like my Yankees logo, clown Yankees.
Would be a homer by the river, but not by the pool. It wouldn't make a dent in the crown, but it would get lost in the forest, ding the Big Apple, soar past the slide, and even hop the train.
Jesus fucking Christ! Who the fuck is this character?
The game like never before.
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this?
One body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space, or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell for it.
Never seen it like this before. Whoa, make you wanna get that, get that. Got him coming back for more. Let's go. Yeah, I'ma bring the wow. Yeah. I'ma bring the wow. Yeah, I'ma bring the wow.
Enjoy peace of mind with a 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Get the fuck out of my stream, cracker. You fucking cracker. I like that I can say that.
Any sub, any size.
Subway did what? Any sub?
Yep. For a limited time, you get 20% off when you order it now. Hurry and get this deal before it's gone.
Now the Yankees coming to bat for the first time tonight. Let's see their lineup. Gleyber Torres leads it off, and then Soto and Judge with Austin Wells, who has established himself in that cleanup spot. Giancarlo Stanton bats fifth. Jazz Chisholm at third base hitting sixth. Jason Dominguez back in the big leagues. The Martian hits seventh in left field with Rizzo and Volpe rounding out Aaron Boone's order. Against the 28-year-old from Georgia, Cooper Criswell has been back and forth between the pen and the rotation this year, and lately has pitched pretty well. Well, if you like ground balls, change-ups, and maybe not a lot of strikeouts at an odd arm angle, that's what you're going to see out of Criswell. And if the Yankees can stay off that change-up, they'll have success. Ball on Gleyber Torres. They've seen him a couple times this year. 3 runs over 5 innings. Guy who gets less swing and miss than anybody in baseball. And the way that he'll try to navigate this lineup is he's one that shows up just enough fastballs, but really go to off-speed a lot. And he will locate his changeup inside, which is a rarity. You think that you would always locate that away, but he pitches a little bit different with a little different arm angle, and he's hoping to be funky enough just to keep the heavy hitters for the Yankees at bay. Yeah, he's 6'6", so kind of swings it at you. We were there when he pitched against him at Fenway Park, and we went into it saying there's no shot this guy gets through even a couple innings, but he pitched pretty well. He sure did, yeah. There's 2-1 to Torres, fouled off. Gleyber Torres has been a different guy in the second half and moved into the leadoff spot in mid-August. Who would have thought Torres would wind up being the guy with the kind of year he was having that would solidify that leadoff spot, and then Wells would be the guy in cleanup. You've had Soto and Judge all year, 2 and 3, but you bookend those guys with Torres and Wells, and this lineup's starting to feel much deeper.
The Yankees lineup is not deep.
Well, the leadoff hitter for the Yankees, I don't care who it is, and obviously it's Torres, he's got so much pressure on him because he knows that if he gets on base, it's danger territory for the opposing pitcher, because now you got to go through Soto and Judge. If the Yankees win, they get to the postseason, they are going to pitch Judge totally different than they do in the regular season. He may not get many pitches to see, so the top of the lineup for the Yankees is going to be crucial to men on base. Torres sends a fly ball to right center field. Brady on the run. He's at the track.
God damn it, dude. The fuck was that? That's like the pussiest Yankee Stadium home run ever. .368.
Season around, and he's got the Yankees on the board first. Well, they did a great job staying back against the changeup and going the other way with a fastball. And everybody knows at Yankee Stadium you get rewarded with opposite field home runs, but a good job staying square to the ball. And if he does that, he'll create some pressure too. Yeah, you haven't even faced Soto or Judge yet, and you're in a 1-0 hole. As Torres hits his 13th, and now it is Soto, who again showed off the theatrics last night. Looks like he might not be able to walk again, and then a couple pitches later cranks his 39th home run. He's given the Yankees everything they could have dreamed of.
Yeah, this is one of the greatest moves any team has made to single-handedly change their lineup. And the one thing he does in his first at-bats, he's not anxious, aggressive. He walks a lot. So that's great, but he also will punish you if you make mistakes over the middle part of the plate.
Soto's next home run will be his 40th. His 40th of the season will be his 200th of his career. And the walk leaders across baseball this year, these two guys who guys just don't like pitching to.
Juan Soto. I really hope he's on a new team next year. I love Juan Soto, but it's like kind of like on a hiatus of my Juan Soto fandom. Because he really is one of my favorite players, but...
Yankees up 1-0. Aaron Judge comes up to the plate after it was a bang play over there. And he got a knuckleball grip, and then he tried to get the regular grip. Worst feeling in the world for
like I like Aaron Judge. I don't have anything against him. I think he's a pretty cool dude. You know, obviously a great player. But I would never call myself an Aaron Judge fan. Fuck that. You know, I'm not a fan of Aaron Judge. I'm a fan of Juan Soto. God damn it. Okay, good.
This crowd waiting for Judge to find the home run.
The Juan Soto I'm a fan of, and it's just, it sucks. I've been a fan of Juan Soto for years, and now it's like I'm on a hiatus of being a fan of him, just in hoping that he doesn't re-sign with the Yankees.
But Judge, probably the worst pitch he hits is a changeup, and he wasn't going to wait around, and he chose to swing at the first one. Strike one on Austin Wells, who has blossomed into their cleanup hitter. This has been a problem spot for them all year. But then it's Wells, the rookie catcher, that solidified it. And his own case for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's done a nice job kind of hanging in there. Thought he was hitting better than his average, and you see what he's done in that spot versus everybody else. Talk about the leadoff hitter having pressure. Well, guess what? Batting fourth is about as big a pressure because you will more than likely have opportunities to drive in runs with Judge before you.
2-2 on Wells. There was a first-round draft pick of the Yankees a couple years ago out of Arizona, still just 24 years old. Made his debut late last season and started this season in a timeshare with Jose Trevino. Has kind of the featured catcher as this season has gone on. Really, you could argue already one of the best two-way catchers in the league. The way he's hitting, he's grading out really well defensively. He's down on strikes here. And it brings this first inning to a close. But the Yankees on the board just like that. Gleyber Torres has turned his season around, and he started this game with a bang.
Progress. Moving in a positive direction. We all want our lives to do that. Why progress also in our name? We've always believed insurance should do more. That's why we've gifted over 1,000 vehicles to veterans, funded housing programs for families in need, and why we're working to make roads safer.
You're doing good.
And housing more fair. For us, that's real progress.
Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
It's the Disney Plus Blockbuster offer.
That's right.
$1.99 a month for 3 months of Disney Plus.
That's a great idea.
Get the hottest shows.
Great, you can say that again.
Biggest movies. And most epic events.
What happens next?
For a limited time, get 3 months of Disney Plus for $1.99 a month.
Join me.
With the Disney Plus Blockbuster offer.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma? How much have we been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
Yo, those are nice. Hold on 1 second.
Candace, what's up? I think my daughter's going pro at basketball.
I'll take
Wait,
those.
you're at Dick's? Could you pick up an agility ladder for my daughter?
Yo, she's 3.
So what do you think's the next step?
Yeah.
Should we work on the
Hey,
concert
Patrick,
first
let me
or
call
not?
you back.
She hung up.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool. It's creamy. It's only $1 right now.
Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1?
Gotta be Wendy's.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect the stuff you love with renter's insurance. Is this the Yankees team to end the drought? 2009, of course, their last World Championship. The Yankees leading the division by a game and a half over the Orioles. And what has been a neck-and-neck race for a lot of this summer. To the second inning we go. It is Tyler O'Neill taking strike one from Nestor Cortez. And how about the season O'Neill's had when he's been healthy? Had the walk-off home run yesterday, his 30th this year. His 5th in his last 5 games.
He's got a lot of power, loves to hit ahead in the count, loves to hit
Here's
early.
Tyler O'Neill.
And neither have been the case so far. 0-2.
What's up, Batman, Kai, Blue, Keston? What the fuck? That's a cool name.
His first season in Boston.
But how you
He's
doing?
dealt with injuries, and this has been the case throughout his career. But at bats per home run, he's behind the 2 guys that are probably going to win MVP in Judge and Ohtani. He's got these 30 home runs in 101 games.
Staying healthy, right? Gotta stay healthy.
That's good.
On a 2-2.
You enjoying some baseball possibly tonight?
Third K already for Cortez. And we go down to the field. Hello, Ken Rosenthal.
Hello, Joe. And Nestor Cortez, he called it a blessing and a curse that he is capable of pitching in starting and relief roles. But for the Yankees, it might be a blessing.
No.
They are perhaps the only team right now that can boast of 6 healthy starters. They would only need 3 for the Division Series, 4 for the LCS and World Series. Cortez has shown he can pitch in relief. Clark
I
Schmidt
knew
can pitch in relief.
fucking.
There's even been talk of Luis Gil in relief, but he might be one of the 3 best starters, and there's also a concern in a late inning role he might not throw enough strikes.
You're so right, though, Kenny, about these guys having too many starters. You know, 6 starters for 5 spots at this point when pretty much every team across baseball is scratching their heads trying to figure out how they're going to put together a postseason rotation.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that timing could be perfect for the New York Yankees. And everyone's still going to point to their bullpen, and I think their bullpen's going to be just fine. Right now, this guy could close the way he's doing. This is the kind of start I'm talking about. When you know there's things that matter that could change the course of your season, you're going to come out and feel like you need to dominate to change the narrative of what might be trending towards taking him out of the rotation. That's why I felt like today's start would be a postseason start for Cortez.
Now, I was going to ask you, because this looks like a
You're
different
out.
guy. I mean, he always works quickly, but there looks like there's a different
You're done.
edge to him. And you go back to what he did in Chicago. This is now
Yeah, you're done.
6
You're done,
innings
Batman
his last
Sky
2 games.
Blue.
Yeah, and fair or not,
We don't need
that's the
more
narrative when
Malachi
it gets
clones.
closer to the postseason. It's magnified. You have a bad outing at the wrong time, and you could have 6 straight good outings,
but then there's doubt right before the postseason. Every manager has to fight that. What they feel like the best way moving forward is to put your team into this, line up your starters and put your bullpen in order. It's crazy how 162 games could come down to the last week to change every feeling about certain players.
Out of the 1-2 from Cortez to Connor Wong is swatted to right center field. That's headed for the gap, and it will split it. Red Sox with their first base runner of the game. Wong into second with a double.
And does he love him?
So that's a double for Connor Wong.
He has been such a good hitter against left-handers, and really at that position he's playing has provided a lot of offense. He takes a pitch away and goes away. Didn't try to pull it. And the Red Sox have been interesting over the last 3 weeks. Their offense disappears and then it explodes. It's been a little inconsistent. Some of that can be attributed to their young players learning on the moment, getting valuable experience, regardless of what happens at the end of this year.
Trevor Story, this offense for a lot of the year carried him, but has gone missing at the worst time here. So they've gotten Story back over the last week, which is a surprise when you look back to what happened earlier this year. Fractures his shoulder, tears his labrum 1 week into the year, and has surgery. And they say at the time, yeah, probably season ending. But he hurries back, trying to help the Red Sox with one last push.
Tough position for a player, no matter how many years he's played, to be injured like he has the last couple years, miss all that time, and then just try to click in.
Rolls this one over to the left side, picked up by Anthony Volpe, and one shortstop gets another. The third season of his contract with the Red Sox, only 94 games the first year because of various injuries. Didn't play until August last year, and so unfortunately at this point, that's kind of defined his Red Sox tenure.
I don't know about you, but this trade surprised me at the time when the Red Sox made it, needing some right-handed help. Getting it from the Blue Jays.
It is Danny Jansen, who's hit just 197 since coming over. What surprised you about it?
Just the timing of it. Not necessarily what they had to give up, but I guess with some of the other needs that people were wondering, is Boston going to go for it? Are they going to sell? And certainly that wasn't the case. They felt like they could add some pieces and were in the mix. And then until recently, kind of hit the skids a little bit.
Long at third, 2 out, 2-1 pitch. Low to Jansen. Your Abreu waits on deck. Cortez home with a 3-1. A swing and a miss on the changeup. That is his most improved pitch this year. And it's 3-2.
Pulls a string on that. You can see way out in front. Still a great pitch in the game.
His payoff is fouled off. Overall, even with the brief demotion to the bullpen, who knows what's coming, this has been a bounce back year for him after he missed pretty much all last year with the rotator cuff injury, had a 5 ERA. It's below 4 this year. Tries another 3-2. And just misses. First and third for the Sox with 2 away.
So you got runners at the corners now.
Yeah, that one just trying to catch the top of the zone. A little bit too high. Doesn't matter what you present the ball at that height. Not going to fool anybody.
You're talking, John, about the young guys on this Red Sox team. One of them coming up here in Willie Abreu, who's been fantastic as a rookie.
Yeah, the future looks good for the Boston Red Sox. What they've learned this year by some players and really the success they've had. New general manager, and then of course they extend their manager for 3 more years. So it's not like there's a long wait for success for the Red Sox. They've showed health in the rotation, improvement in the bullpen, and the position players are getting valuable experience that are going to bode well for next year. That's what Alex Cole was saying to us before the game. Yeah, they're doing everything
Willier
they can to make the postseason, but at the very least, what a great experience.
I'd love to see a Willier bomb right here.
Go through. Yeah, he's been real optimistic on a team that didn't have a lot of optimism leading in spring training. I don't think anybody, again, expected the Boston Red Sox to be relevant here in late September and have real chance to make the wild card if they get hot. 2 on, 2 out, and an 0-2
And that's ball 1.
And Alex said, our season's been over like 10 times, if you ask around. That includes before it even started.
Got out of the gate slowly. They were below 500 in early June, then took off. One of the hottest teams in baseball through the hottest part of the summer. The 1-2, and Abreu swings and misses. Cortez gets out of this jam, and he's got 4 Ks.
Malachi, you're devolving.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Guys, focus. Let's not do fake falls. Just say, at T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits, and you can still save versus the other guys.
Happy to be here.
No fake stares, please.
Hi, I'm Patrick J. Adams.
Is that a shimmy? Just say, at T-Mobile, you can save on every plan, and you get great benefits with Magenta Status.
Keep doing whatever that is. I'll do the line.
Check out the T-Mobile Savings Calculator to see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
Did you know you can save with GoodRx, even if you have insurance?
You know, I thought my prescription was covered until it wasn't, but GoodRx helps with that.
I work for myself, so I buy my own insurance. And I still check GoodRx.
I'm on Medicare. I check GoodRx because it can beat my copay. Who wouldn't like that?
Even if you have insurance, GoodRx can help you save.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Another good reason to check GoodRx.
This Saturday, do you want to be the first to see the best Transformers ever made?
Great question.
Yes! 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 Transform and roll out!
Transformers 1, rated PG. Early access screening September 14th.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next
I like
project.
that ride,
Get Behr
up,
quality
down,
at an everyday low
fast,
price.
ride,
Only at the Home Depot.
mega drop. Oh, I like the mega drop. That's always fun.
You just step in and they're on.
You just never know what it's going to be.
They're real.
I think they actually have it to where it's just a dude who presses the button. It's random every time.
I got a show at the stadium tonight.
Ah, that makes sense.
No hands free with Skechers slip-ins.
Ion. Electrified. Hunguk Tire.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like our fresh, never frozen dough made from 6 simple ingredients. And our dough can save you dough. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. Order now on the app from Papa John's.
Gleyber Torres with the leadoff home run. The Yankees in front as we go to the bottom of the second. And Giancarlo Stanton leads off. Takes a strike from Criswell. You know that he can carry the Yankees when he's hot, but he can just as equally.
Here's Giancarlo Stanton.
One of those stretches, 1 for his last 26. Ball. Yeah, it's an imposing figure, and then there's times where his size and mechanics don't match up, and he might be struggling to find that right now, but nothing would be better for the Yankees if they can get him not even hot, just back to normal, because then that lineup just gets longer and longer. And this is a guy, John, who's, you could argue, has been their best postseason hitter recently. Yeah, a lot of talk's going to be on Aaron Judge when he gets to the postseason, fair or not, you know, and wanting to continue a monster season and just roll right into the postseason like it's no big deal. But you're not facing a lot of 4s and 5s in the postseason. You're facing a lot of studs, and they're just not going to let him beat you. And it's just a target they put on his back. It's not fair to assess his postseason.
And that'll be ball 4.
Yeah, because to your point, conversely, Judge has not hit
right
in the
that's correct.
postseason.
And a lot of that pressure is because he doesn't see a lot of pitches and then maybe tries to force the pitches that aren't hittable into hittable situations. And he's going to have to trust his teammates, and they're going to have to put pressure, like I said, on the pitcher.
Jazz Chisholm, after 4.5 years in Miami, comes over here at the deadline. He has, in a lot of ways, been their best hitter since the Yankees acquired him. And we asked Aaron Judge what he's meant to him, and he said, I tell you what, this is the place for him. Guy that loves the spotlight and enough veteran leadership as kind of guardrails in that clubhouse to harness his big personality. The 0-2 from Criswell is fouled off, and for more on Jazz, here's Kenny.
Well, the big surprise with Chisholm is how well he has adapted to third base, a position he had never played before. I asked John Birdie, his former teammate with the Marlins, if he is surprised that Jazz has adapted so well, and he said no. Chisholm's a great athlete, good arm, and he recalled, Birdie did, how smoothly Jazz made the transition from the middle infield to center field with the Marlins in 2023.
Digs this ball out into center field. Rafaela will catch it. Aaron Boone called him before he even arrived in New York when he was on his way up here. And he said, I'm thinking about you playing third. What do you think about that? And he said, well, I've never done it, but just get me back on the dirt. He was so excited to come play the infield again. And it's, as Kenny said, been remarkable how quickly he settled in over there. One-on-one out here in the second, and Jason Dominguez heard a little bit of an extra loud cheer there as he came up, and it was different stuff you were hearing before he came up, and the cries got loud enough. It's deafening. They're calling for Jason Dominguez. Finally comes up again a few days ago. Yankees fans getting their wish. Got a taste of this guy last year, and man, oh man, was it impressive. As a 20-year-old, 4 home runs in 8 games before he injures his elbow, has to undergo Tommy John surgery, so he misses the start of this year. And then he injures his oblique while he's trying to get back. But here he is taking over for Alex Verdugo in left field, who had really struggled. And Yankees fans dreaming about what he can be.
Well, it just gives them a little more depth to their lineup and flexibility now. And if he can get going here in the last 18 games, Aaron Boone feels like he's going to go right into the postseason, even though inexperienced, with a really, really good player.
Signed a record bonus as a 16-year-old in 2019, and Aaron Boone that winter went down and met him, and he said right away, I just sensed that he had it. You know, there's the obvious tools. He's so talented, but so that persona struck him right away. Has him confident that the brighter the lights get, the more he'll shine. On 2-2, Dominguez fouls it off.
Criswell's done a nice job getting the 2 strikes on almost every hitter, and what the hitters are doing is staying back, trying to not get out in front.
I'm coming!
Because that's such a weapon, hitters have to appreciate that pitch, because even though fastball doesn't reach 94, it will get by you if you're not able to recognize the difference. There are some hitters in the game that never come off fastball. They're going to be very vulnerable to the changeup. They're going to swing over the top of it all the time. And I think facing him a couple times and knowing scouting reports and all the information, the hitters so far have done a nice job battling on that pitch.
8th pitch, ball taken low.
And that's a perfect example. It's one thing for scouting reports to say, make him get it up. If it's low, it's going to keep going lower. Well, you know what? When you're trying to hit in the big leagues, sometimes you just body doesn't have the patience it needs to recognize those pitches.
On the 9th pitch, Dominguez fouls it off, keeps on going.
You can see how many he's thrown him. And you wonder if he's going to throw a fastball up here 3-2 or try to sneak a piece of cheese, as they say, past the rat. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Try to sneak a piece of cheese past the Martian, as they call this guy. Sharp ground ball base hit. Impressive at bat from Jason Dominguez. And in the 10th pitch, he reps a single into right. And the reason I would have gone fastball there is the evidence of that was showing me he was on every changeup. And I believe that was a changeup right there that he smoked. You see the grip, and it was a changeup, and he's been on it. And so all those changeups he saw gave him the timing he needed to hit the ball hard enough to get it by the first baseman.
And it's the longest plate appearance of his young big league career with a single into right. They're at first and second with one away for Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo broke his forearm in mid-June, was having just a miserable season at that time. He came back September 1st. The numbers haven't necessarily shown it since he's come back, but the Yankees say they're encouraged with some of the batted ball data, the way the swings have looked, and he's hoping that that time off, while he would have preferred to not break his arm, can serve as a nice reset to this season.
Well, this is one hitter that is actually pretty good against the changeup. You saw what the first pitch right there was against Rizzo. Goes up and in, trying to crowd him with a fastball, didn't miss. But when Rizzo is right, he owns the inner part of that plate, and he makes the pitcher try to pitch him perfectly inside. He takes away a lot of the strengths of pitchers when he's right.
Fly to center field, Rafaela. Glides to the gap to catch it. Rizzo's out number 2. First and second, 2 away. Here comes Anthony Volpe. Now for the 23-year-old shortstop, the defense has been elite. The bat still a work in progress.
He's showing signs, though. He's made enough adjustments to have progression. I mean, everybody talks about and forgets what Jeter was like when he first got called up in his first couple years. And then turned into the dynamic Hall of Famer that he is. And they believe that this young man has the makeup to continuously get better and adjust. And he's made those adjustments offensively.
Went around 0-2. Remember, he raced out to that great start. It's like, wow, he has figured it out like that. Come back to earth as this year has gone on. But still, he's only 23.
Yeah, exactly.
So much career ahead of him. Pulls this one to short. Story's got it. He goes to second to end the inning.
Sunday on Fox. Check for the game in your area.
No child should ever go without essential health care.
Ready or not, here I come.
That's why Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield is working to make quality care more accessible for all families. So every child, every hide-and seeker, everybody benefits.
Burn Dairy and Deli, we are back, and I cannot wait to try that Cuban chicken sandwich. It's gonna be so good. Have you guys tried it yet? I mean, it's got ham, it's got chicken, it's got spicy mustard, it's got Swiss cheese, it's got mayo. It has everything on it. You could get a sandwich, you could get a sub, you could get a panini. I don't even know what to choose at this point. The Cuban chicken sandwich. I've been waiting for you.
Burn Dairy and Deli. It's all good.
I can't believe they make sandwiches that good. You know, I heard that they actually import the cheese from Switzerland. Can you believe it? All those miles just to end up in my belly.
Do you have a tree that needs to come down? Who are you gonna call?
Stop Busters!
From tree trimming to stump removal, we do it all. Don't let trees, branches, or stumps bust you this year. So, who are you gonna call?
Stop Busters!
By the time this Bills fan is finished drinking his Pepsi, you'll be 15 seconds closer to game time. Bills watching. Better with Pepsi.
Elevated, Central New York's full-service elevator company, is now hiring. We offer hands-on certified elevator training, competitive pay, 401k, and benefits. Apply online at elevated.com and elevate your career today.
My doctor just told me I have stage 4 prostate cancer.
Why wasn't it caught earlier? Now what will happen to me and my family?
The only thing worse than learning you have cancer is learning you should have been diagnosed sooner. Should your doctor have tested you earlier? Were you denied a potential cure because your doctor failed to act? If so, you're not alone. The Porter Law Group can get you the answers you deserve. Call 888-late for a free case evaluation or visit nycancerlawyers.com.
Thanks for watching Fox 68 WSYT. For the first time ever with MLB Network, an at-bat subscription. Stream the MLB Network 24/7, plus select out-of-market games. Go to MLB.com/at-bat for details. Cedar Rafaela, 23-year-old rookie out of Curacao, who has flashed here in his first full season in the major leagues. Red Sox already have him wrapped up long-term. A little bit below average at the plate, but he is elite defensively at a couple different premium positions.
Yeah, he is. A little bit of swing and miss in his game, which is the Red Sox going to have to clean that up next year. They swing and miss a lot. And that's just being young and certainly making the adjustments, whatever you have to do to get better. But this young man loves to swing. He doesn't leave anything in the tank, that's for sure.
Two from Nestor Cortez is upstairs, and he's worked the count full. Line 1-2 for the Red Sox here in the third. Duran endeavors to follow. Cortez home with a payoff, and he got a fastball by him. He only had 3 Ks over 4 1/3 in his relief outing last weekend. That's already his 5th of this game.
Yeah, and you look at a lot of numbers the Red Sox have offensively, and if you just put a blind piece of paper over it, you go, man, that's an offense that should be in the playoffs. And I think it will if this right here gets cut down a little bit. They have too much strikeouts in their lineup, and that keeps them from really being more consistent offensively. But they hit on the road, they hit against starters, they get a ton of extra base hits. They do the things you like. It's just you got to cut down the things that you don't like at a little bit better percentage.
Third highest strikeout rate in baseball, and it's gone through the roof lately as they've been below 500 the last month or so. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jarren Duran, who's a strikeout victim himself his first time. Two. The fastball just sneaks up on you.
Yeah, it's an easy delivery. And you see the offense right here that you were talking about the last 18 games. That is needs a lot of pressure, puts a lot of pressure on your pitching. But watch how easy his rotation and delivery, and he just doesn't give the hitter much. Hides it well.
This fastball is lifted to center field, and no big deal for Aaron Judge. 2 up and 2 down in the third as Rafael Devers comes up, and we go back to Ken Rosenthal.
And Joe, Rafael Devers did something today that he rarely does during the season. He took batting practice outside. And he mentioned that he's had these shoulder issues, right? Well, they've thrown him off mechanically, and he's struggling to get his timing back. No home runs in his last 51 at-bats. Of course, he also likes hitting here at Yankee Stadium. 16 career homers in this park, most of any road stadium.
Including really the first big impression he made in the big leagues. Babyface kid up in the bigs and homered against Aroldis Chapman, a 103-mile-per-hour fastball right after he had arrived. 27 years old, now in his 8th season. He's gone from that babyface kid to the face of this franchise. In his 8th year. He was 20 when he got here.
Well, slow him down, slow him down. Does he heat him up here? 2 breaking balls, 1 for a call, 1 for swing.
That's a pitch clock violation on Nestor. And so 1 and 2. And the lefty comes back home to Devers with a fastball right down Broadway. And you were on it. Devers takes it. And the top of the order for the Yankees comes up when you come back.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm not only losing my sight, but my time to enjoy it. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, so I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause an eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. There's an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots.
I'm sorry,
Severe swelling of
guys.
blood vessels
I'm
in the
sorry
eye can
to
occur. Most common eye side effects were cataract.
walk away from the stream for so long, but it was kind of important. I mean, I was helping my dad with something, but then we had to have an important conversation about Chester. You guys might have heard it, honestly. We were only right outside my door, so you guys might have heard it. But, yeah, Chester's having some issues right now. I think he's going to be fine, ultimately, but...
We take it.
We could take it.
Trade in any phone in any condition at Verizon for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
It's...
Give me a recipe with these.
I might talk more about it at a different time, but... maybe when somebody's actually fucking listening and not just Malachi fucking being a robot.
Our grandchildren. I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a transparent fee, structured so we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Look at that Wendy's breakfast burrito. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage. Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's holding on for dear life. The boss of breakfast, gotta be Wendy's.
Top of the order for the Yankees as we go to the bottom of the third, and it's Gleyber Torres who led off this game with a home run, sending the first pitch that he sees from Criswell to center and caught by Rafaela. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Cooper Criswell here in the third. And now it's Soto. Career year for Soto here in his first season with the Yankees. Yankees fans desperately hoping it won't be the only season with the Yankees for him as he enters free agency. Whoa. We've talked about this before, but there's only so many teams that can afford it. And he's made an incredible impression here. Kind of what you would have bet on him doing. He's always been a guy that's loved the spotlight and sees the big opportunities. 39 home runs, highest slugging of his career. You can't let this guy get away from here, can you? No. And on the flip side, if I'm Soto, well, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. So
I would.
Two meet.
I don't want to go anywhere else.
And they're both in the needs of what he's looking for. Maybe the Yankees get to keep him. Down, swinging right here. So Criswell strikes out Soto. 2 up and 2 down against the top of the order. And now Judge. The first pitch his first time and flied it to right. 51 home runs and 126 knocked in. Goes after the first pitch again. Lines it to center field. And Rafaela's there. 2 pitches.
That'll be on number 3.
He's 0 for 2.
So that'll be the end of the third inning. We head to the fourth inning here.
All yours.
How do you sleep at night?
On the mattress from Mattress Firm. A sleep expert made it easy to find the right one. Plus, they have a no price guarantee. So if I see it cheaper somewhere else, they'll match the price. So I sleep.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night.
And Doug.
And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Service! Stand back!
Doug and leave a roll, yeah. You know you gotta live it.
Time out.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
On Chewy, save 35% and shop all your favorite brands. For any taste or any diet. At prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
What's the order? 50-cent boneless wings?
50-cent boneless wings on 2. Ready, break.
Hey, bro.
50-cent boneless wings only at Applebee's.
Sure. Vistaprint prints business cards, but we also print these and those. And engrave that. We print your brand on everything so customers can notice you, remember you, and fall in love with you. If you need it, we print it with 25% off for new customers at Vistaprint.com.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of Major League Baseball. Now the Red Sox world champions in 2018. Back-to-back last place finishes, though, the last 2 years. 3 of the last 4 years they finished first. A team not a lot of people thought would be in the conversation this late in the year, within 4 games of the last playoff spot. Ball as Romy Gonzalez takes ball 1 from Nestor Cortez. How about Romy Gonzalez, who was cut by the White Sox this offseason, comes over to the Red Sox. He's hitting 3rd for Boston when the White Sox didn't want him. Yeah, he's done a nice job. Again, that's some of the surprises that Boston has assembled. Really didn't do much in the offseason. Many people thought they were kind of in a rebuilding, let their young players get some feet under them. They're doing more than, well, rebuilding. They're in the mix. 16 games left, including tonight. Gained a half game on the Tigers earlier, who fell to the Rockies. How about them, by the way? Best record in the American League in the second half. The Tigers are getting ready to go through the gauntlet of their schedule, but if you need to make up ground, you kind of want those teams that you're trying to chase. And got 6 against Baltimore, 3 at Kansas City, and then the Rays and the White Sox to end the year. So a heartbeat for the Tigers. Gonzalez down on strikes. Nestor Cortez continues to rack them up. Already his 7th. Well, for the Red Sox, the big series is going to come, and you're talking about head-to-head chances against the teams you're chasing. Next weekend at Fenway Park, 3 games against the Twins, the team that they're behind in the wild card standings. And Alex Cora said the goal of this road trip this next week is just to keep it right here, be within 3 games going into that series. Yep, you want a chance. And I always like getting to this time of the year and asking managers, okay, tell me about your year. Expected, not expected, what would you have taken? And asking Alex Cora, he's like, can't ask for anything more. You know, we've got a chance. We've had a lot of optimism, but there wasn't a lot expected out of us. And you said it well. Like he said, yeah, our season's been over 10 different times this year. Yeah, you look at the pitching injuries they had before the year even got going with Whitlock and Giolito. Key position players have been hurt for long stretches throughout the year. They just got back Trevor Story. They just got Tristan Casas. And neither one of those guys should be expected to be themselves for just 1 month. So they've still been able to, with these young players, with a lot of guys nobody saw coming, with the pitching staff where they've pieced it together, been able to contend all year. 3-2 on O'Neill. That was the pitch O'Neill feasts on. 3-1, ahead in the count, hitting well over 500. He would like to have that one back. That one was almost center cut, trying to get inside. You see it fouled off the inside part of his, thankfully, a guard there. And there are the numbers against lefties. I'd say he likes them. Hey, he's got a walk. Second one that Cortez has issued. Tying on the board here in the 4th inning. Here's Connor Wong, who's got the lone hit for the Red Sox. It was a double in the second.
Wong came into this year with a 230 average for his career. It's up to 286 for that double. You're talking about how good he's been against left-handers. That's been the biggest area of improvement. Hit a .150 against lefties his first 3 years in the majors and above 300 this year. Last remaining piece of the Mookie Betts deal. Over from the Dodgers.
Well, he's owning the zone against fastballs. When you see the 9 squares that we get a chance to do research, there's only 2 that don't light up. And that is commanding the zone against fastballs, putting pitchers on alert to make good pitches.
O'Neill at first, 1 away. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
When a guy loves the inside part of the plate, you got to go more in. It makes it look enticing to the hitter, and the only place he can hit it is foul when you execute the fastball in. I would look for this to be some kind of off-speed pitch here after establishing the inside part of the plate there with that fastball.
Here comes Cortez. It is back to the fastball, which he's throwing more than ever so far tonight. Doing that fastball about 60% of the time. Usually it's a little above 40.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot of swing and misses on his pitches, which tells you how electric it is, because
try to feather that changeup you're talking about. Long took it. Count goes full. Story waits on deck in a 1-0 game here in the 4th. Yankees battling for a division title. Red Sox fighting for their playoff lives.
again, he is showing the hitter he's all over that fastball. He laced a double away, and he's been pulling a couple of them foul. Well executed, but pulled them foul.
Here's another 3-2, and Wong takes inside ball 4. That is back-to-back walks.
He pulled his changeup. And when you hear the term pull the changup's supposed to fade away from a right-handed hitter, and when you pull it, it creates a different arc. But watch this thing go in instead of away, and a hitter can recognize that right away, as opposed to the backup slider, which actually works in favor of the pitcher. The backup changeup does not.
If you could only harness that backup slider, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow night on Fox, a new era of college football kicks off in primetime. Fox College Football Friday. 20th ranked Arizona takes on 14th ranked K-State. Fox College Football Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern, all season long.
I'm a big fan of that Arizona quarterback. He's not very tall, but man, can he sling it.
Yeah.
Exciting. Gotta lock in on it.
Okay.
Tune in.
Sleeper pick. Trevor Story up there with 2 on and 1 out. Here at the top of the 4th. Grounded out his first time, 3 out of 15 since coming off of the injured list last weekend. One-time Colorado Rocky in his 3rd season with the Red Sox of a 6-year contract that he signed. Swings and misses at a first pitch fastball.
Made his mark in Colorado, ton of home runs, loved the power for a shortstop, and then started getting injured.
Trevor Story's up. Got 2 runners on.
Second time the last 3
Connor
innings,
Wong's
Red Sox
on.
have had 2 runners aboard. Down a run in the 4th. Story grounds it to 3rd. Chisholm stabs it, steps on the bag, and throws for the double play.
That was a, I'm not gonna lie, that was a good double play. Can't lie. That was a good double play by Jazz Chisholm. Not gonna lie, I'm a Jazz Chisholm fan. Kind of hope he leaves New York also.
An agent with the FBI has been abducted. What trouble will this cause?
The devastating kind.
Black holes.
Won't you come? Wash the pain away.
Have any idea what you're asking?
Maybe that's what a ghost is. Absence of answers. The shape of a person.
FX is the old man. Premieres on FX. Stream on Hulu.
You know he's looking to steal second. Google Cloud AI knows that a 10-foot leap with a sprint speed of 28 feet per second means an 80% chance he swipes the bag.
There he goes again.
And when a team's mascot has wings, they just so happen to get 0.4 more steals per game.
The man can absolutely fly.
Yeah, he's flying. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-watering, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Better get you some Papa John's.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And with no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to my business needs. What's in your wallet?
I had 20 years of experience as an HR professional, and I had reached a ceiling, so I enrolled in UMGC. I would not be the person that I am today had it not been for the partnership with UMGC.
Check these out, Harry. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. You just step in and they're on.
I must be dreaming.
No, mate, they're real.
Well, if I'm not dreaming, why sleep over here?
I got a show at the stadium tonight.
Ah, that makes sense.
No hands-free with Skechers slip-ins.
Ion. Electrified. Hungok Tire.
Austin Wells starts the fourth, takes a ball from Cooper Criswell.
So that's ball one to Austin Wells.
The Yankees order last inning, in order on 6 pitches. It has given up just the Torres home run through 3. Ball right here. Well, he's done a nice job with the aggressiveness early to get those outs. It changes dramatically if those first pitch or first 2 pitches get hit and are on base. It changes the rhythm of what Criswell's trying to do. He's a rhythm pitcher that tries to distort the pitches at home plate. And what I mean by that is make that pitch look like a fastball, but it fades into a changeup. He has great arm action, and when it goes bad, it's going to look a little worse because he doesn't have 95. But when it goes good, it's going to look frustrating for the hitter because they look like hittable pitches. Weak fly ball, shuttle right center field. It is Abreu in from right. And see, that's a perfect example of a hitter. You can hear him frustrated. That pitch kind of cut in high on his hands, and he thought he was going to crush that pitch, and it jammed him, and it got a weak out. And when you're facing a guy like this, it can be super frustrating if he starts making quality pitches, especially early in the count. Giancarlo Stanton fights this one off.
And that'll be a single
it's a base hit.
For a base hit for Giancarlo Stanton.
Say that this style of pitching, what I like about it, is going to stay healthier. You have to be patient in his bad games, which the Red Sox have kind of moved him around and put him back in the rotation. It's not fair to say this because every pitcher would struggle if they face the Yankees 10 times in a year, but this is not a matchup you'd want him to face the Yankees lineup 10 times. That's why the beauty of playing so many other teams gives the pitcher opportunities to have different lineups to pitch to.
Gets ahead of Jazz Chisholm 0-1. Good friend Oral Hershiser likes to refer to guys like this as putting you in a comfortable collar.
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't feel like you're on your heels. You don't feel like you're in a tough at-bat, but you have those swings like you pointed out with Wells where it's like, gosh darn it, how did I miss that? Ball.
It's ball one. The Jazz Chisholm.
Criswell
so
pitched
1-1 count.
12 games in the majors over the span of 3 years prior to this year. 1 game with the Angels in 21. One game with the Rays in 22, and then last year was up and down from AAA to the majors 6 different times in Tampa. They release him. Red Sox signed him to a 1-year contract that nobody was talking about. It was 1 year, $1 million. In fact, it was Craig Bresslow's first major league deal that he handed out after taking over. When Criswell started this season in AAA, came up because of the injuries, and quietly has been a stabilizing piece for him. For a pitching staff that overall, John, when you look at what they've dealt with and who they've had for a lot of the year, they've been impressive too.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. And again, the future looks brighter. But the creativity that Criswell has is he's
full count here to Jazz Chisholm.
Sometimes change up. He has to be unconventional in a game that is dominated by nasty stuff, right? Hitters see this stuff all the time. It's actually harder sometimes to face a guy that is out of the norm. It's not like you can't time it up. Ball 4, walk for Chisholm.
Yeah, and that's going to be ball 4.
That's why it would be interesting. I know the knuckleballer has pretty much phased out. San Diego has one, but it'd be interesting to see if there were more knuckleball pitchers in an era of velocity, how the style of hitting today would do against that pitch.
The average major league fastball is up around 95 miles per hour. There used to be a guy coming throwing 95. It's like, okay, it's a pretty high velocity guy. That's your average fastball these days. 2 runners aboard for Jason Dominguez, who singled on the 10th pitch of his first time up.
That's why when you see position players come in throwing 52 miles an hour, how hard that is to hit. Yeah, everyone's guard gets to get down, and it's got nothing to lose, but there's something said to a change of pace.
Fouls this off his foot. In those situations, the hitter's like, everybody just thinks I should be hitting a home run. Just the ceiling is low, the floor is so low. Yeah, facing one of those guys. But you got the people at home then are really saying, even I could do this. Even I could hit this. Swing and a miss. He gets him quickly this time. 2 away.
So that'll be out number 2. Another strikeout.
Well, again, taking that fastball up above
Certified
the barrel of the
pedophile.
hands.
Wah. Come on.
Making it look enticing to the hitter.
Way better against lefties this year than he was in his dose in the majors before this year. And Anthony Rizzo, as he does more than anybody.
And that's a...
Wears it to load the bases.
It hits him. So that's a walk.
By the way,
hit by
there's
pitch.
a man that you know has been hit a lot.
Anthony Rizzo.
Didn't move and welcomed it. Everybody else might flinch in the beginning trying to get out of the way. He was like, you know what, I'm going to put my leg down right there and go get it. Hits the back leg, which is a rare. As rare as could be because the front leg's in front of it, but been there, done that, he said.
The 220th time that he's been hit in his career. That is the 8th most in baseball history. Got a ways to go to catch Huey Jennings, who was hit 287 times. That's a major league record. It was back at a different time. That was back in the 1800s.
Now we're going to see how Volpe adjusts to the first time he faced him. He got fooled inside, hit an inside changeup to shortstop. Let's see if he goes up there looking for something inner third to drive.
With the bases loaded, it backs up ball 1. Grounded out to short his first time. Yankees with a chance to crack this thing open here. Leading 1-0 in the 4th as the Boston bullpen gets going. That's Cam Boozer. That you figure would be for Soto, who's 2 batters away. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike.
Tried to go in, got the call away.
Stands at third, Chisholm at second, Rizzo at first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Showing him a little bit of everything here. Red Sox have given up more grand slams this year than any team in baseball. 1-2 pitch. Fly to left field. Duran will settle under it. That number stays at 8. The score stays at 1-0.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence.
So that ends the
It kept
inning.
me in the shadows.
Still 1-0 game. They loaded the bases there, but
With them Zelix,
they'll keep
I
it at
can't wait to
1-0.
say, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Israel's been working out of trouble.
IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can control my plaques and start getting myself back.
Benzellix helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts. Dare to wear black again, from head to toe. Most people got 100% clear skin.
Saw him after the first dose. Serious side effects, including suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get yourself back.
Ask your dermatologist about Benzellix.
Good morning, everybody.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
Watching the fresh morning prep, the sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce. You know, my lease says I get free subs. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
With all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. But the Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives? What about the Canopy in Paris?
Hilton Honors, babe. When you want points that could take you anywhere, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma? How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. You can't fake that. You can fake my outfit. You can fake these haunches. You just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Nestor Cortez has pitched like a man on a mission since getting booted to the bullpen momentarily last weekend. 4 1/3 no-hit innings over the weekend against the Cubs. 7 Ks over 4 scoreless innings against the Red Sox thus far.
Man on a mission. That's what you got to have when you're pitching in September.
Ball alongside. Facing Danny Jansen here at the bottom of the Red Sox lineup, who walked his first time. Cortez has been able to pitch around 3 of those walks. 29-year-old comes home and is in there 2-1. Kenny
So
was
it's
talking
2-1
about
count
him
to Danny
being a victim of his
Jansen.
own versatility, and that he's shown he can pitch out of the bullpen. And so when you're splitting hairs with 6 guys in the starting rotation, going to work against him. And that he has that experience having pitched out of the pen.
I wouldn't want a guy that gets happy about it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with just voicing your displeasure and then critically saying, I'll do whatever I have to do, and then going out and pitching like...
Jansen hits this ball to deep left field. It's carried well, and it ties the game.
There you go. Let's go. Woo! Danny Jansen, home run. And that ties it. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Makes it a 1-1 game.
We're back at square one.
Well, they got a breaking ball that just hung right there.
Woo!
Squares it up, and the spin of a breaking ball that's in the middle of the plate goes farther than a pitcher wants it to go.
Is that Danny Jansen's first home run with the Red Sox? I think it might be. I don't think he's
First
hit
home run
one
for
yet.
Jansen in more than a month. Had a couple over his first week and a half with the team.
Maybe.
First
No, I don't think
since
it is,
August
actually.
10th right there.
Yeah, August
Ball on
10th.
Abreu.
So he has hit one
Back
with the
tied at
Sox.
1 here in the 5th. Red Sox desperate to keep winning. 4 back of Minnesota with 16 left. Abreu strokes one in
There you
the
go,
center.
Willier.
Base hit.
Let's go. Now we're getting something going.
In with Chris Myers for a game break.
John Joe, let's check on Cleveland at home with the Rays tied on the 4th. Johnny DeLuca, a base hit, and an off throw and a miscue.
And that leads to the Rays going up 3-2 in the fifth. Cleveland, of course, the Yankees both battling for the AL's top record. Back to John and Joe.
All right, Chris. Rafaela takes ball one. Guardians are a team that you think could give some teams some problems coming up next month. Huh?
You don't want to play them. I mean, they have a complete ball club, not built like the rest of the clubs, but they do everything extremely well. They're fundamentally sound. They score just enough. They defend great. They've got speed, but what they have is an edge that no other team in the American League is. Their bullpen is just outstanding.
Emmanuel Clase is sure the thing is there is at the back end.
I mean, we did a game and talking about when you're playing the Guardians, you're looking up and seeing, uh-oh, it's the fifth. We better get the lead by the sixth, because then they shut you down and you play a shorter game against the Guardians, especially if it's going to be a best-of-5 series.
Kenny, you've got more on Cleveland.
It's so interesting to me, guys, what they've done with their rotation. Remember, they lost Bieber for the season. Tristan McKenzie has wound up back in the minors. They pieced it together, and now they've got Tanner Bybee, Gavin Williams, and free agent signee Matt Boyd, a mid-season signee, and they're doing it.
Abreu takes off,
Ooh,
and he has
that's safe.
second.
Nice.
Go ahead, run
So
into
full
scoring
count here to
position.
Sadar
Stolen
Rafaela.
base for William Abreu.
Got a great jump. And the swing keeps the catcher back. He can't get out and get the ball and throw it to second. Fairly easy stolen base against a left-handed pitcher.
Abreu, not a guy who does that often, just his 8th stolen base this year. 3-2 the count on Rafaela. Top of the order, and Duran waiting next. Cortez comes home and just barely cues it. We're talking about the Guardians bullpen being one that you fear. The Yankees bullpen would be the phase of the team, if you're breaking it down, that remains the biggest question mark.
It does, but they still have good arms down there, and they have tried to be connected to finding a guy that could be the guy, but right now they're piecing it together and hoping somebody stays hot and they can keep riding the hot arm.
Abreu at second. Rafaela at the plate, waiting on the 8th pitch from Cortez. Got it.
And that's a strikeout.
Strikeout number 8.
Well, for a guy who pitches down effectively, he has been effective up too, and getting the hitters to swing over the top of a high fastball, and a much needed strikeout there with a man on second, nobody out.
Back to the top of the order, and Duran. Inside corner for a strike. Well, the 8Ks matches what he did the last time he faced Boston, and it's one shy of a season high. Duran sends one in the air to left center field. Dominguez shot.
And that'll be out number 2. No tag.
Abreu holds it second. The 2024 Berto Clemente Award, presented by Capital One, recognizes a player who truly represents the game through positive contributions on and off of the field. Learn more about the nominees and vote today by scanning the QR code or visit MLB.com/Clemente Award. 1-1 game in the 5th, 2 away for Rafael Devers.
So here's Raffy.
Devers, who struck out both times.
That'll be ball 1.
There goes Abreu. He'll get third.
But William Abreu actually steals third base there.
Puts pressure on the battery here with runner on third, good speed, 2 outs.
We should do that with 1 out or no outs, but well, no, you're gonna get it on before 1 out, right?
Sneaks it by him, 1-1.
see Devers, who is always animated, but just frustrated, unable to hit that fastball.
Yeah, if he did that with 1 out, we'd have the lead, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he struck out his last
Strike
time,
two.
just watching a fastball right down the heart of the plate. He's got him in between, and what I mean by that, he's either guessing and guessing wrong.
It's probably be Nestor Cortez's last hitter, I'd imagine. Maybe not.
To go after.
Might pitch a 1 more inning. And that's strike 3. Yeah, he might pitch a 1 more inning. Or start at least the next inning.
Red Sox, though, tie the game. Danny Jansen's home run makes it 1-1. Halfway home on Baseball Night in America.
So that'll bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Can I interest you?
The Red Sox score 1 run there, so that will tie the game.
They could steal your order.
I'll have the 50-cent boneless wings.
I'll have the same.
Perfect. They'll never see it coming.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market, right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same. That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing? Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Ultimate Hybrid, Ultimate Balance, Carnauba Heart, Super Hydrophobic Soul.
Meet Ultimate Hybrid, advanced ceramic and wax technology, the best of both worlds, but better. Only from Mothers.
Something's coming. Something we've never seen before. Transformers 1, September 20th, rated PG.
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found? This might be the one. Or better yet,
No way.
something that found us.
I got the interview.
This is not a drill. Subway dropped the price on all their subs. 20% off any sub, any size.
Subway did what? Any sub?
Yep. For a limited time, you get 20% off when you order it now. Hurry and get this deal before it's gone.
College football kicks off with prime time. So here we go. Set to roll in McMillan, Arizona. Take on Hayden Johnson and K-State. Are you kidding me? Fox College Football Friday kicks off at 80s. David Torres hooks this blooper off
So here's the bottom of the 5th inning, and a nice catch from Jaron Duran. Let's go.
So much better out there.
That was awesome.
Another quick and relatively easy out, which is what
I love that man. He's so
Against
awesome.
This really explosive lineup. At the top of the order, Torres, Soto, and Judge last 4 times up, down on 7 pitches combined. It's a 71
There's
total.
ball 1 to Juan
This is not a guy
Soto.
who typically goes that deep into games. In fact, he hasn't thrown more than 80 pitches since July, but he's really strong still. You wondered if they were going to bring a lefty in for Soto. Cor lets him keep going. And he's in there with a strike, 1-1.
Strike. That'll be a ball. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. That'll be ball 3. 3-1 count.
Good Soto is. I just don't. I've never seen a young player be so talented, but so calm.
Juan Soto, Juan Soto.
It's right on the borderline of being
He's get out of New York.
a strike and never flinch. On this 3-1, Soto takes it 3-2. That is not who he always
I'll make it a
was.
full
That's
count.
something he really had to work at as he came up through the minors.
diligent, specific work each day to try and hone in that play discipline. Ball takes the walk.
And that'll be ball 4. So Juan Soto gets on base, and here comes Aaron Judge.
Before the game today,
Might as well just walk him.
anybody they can find out, a bunch of kids that were wearing 99 jerseys said, hey, if you want to come in and sit in the
I mean, I don't
judges'
encourage
chamber
that.
tonight, they said,
I
"Oh my
encourage
gosh,
you
it
pitch
made
to
my
him and be a
night." What they
man.
didn't tell 'em was the best part
But
of the night. They got to meet
I guess I wouldn't entirely blame him.
Imagine Superman walking through that
But they're
door.
pitching to him. And oh, nice! And a double play! Let's go! Nice! Yeah!
I mean, that's
Raffy! Let's go, bruh! And then Romy turns it.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians. At each day start. As time went on, it was
So that'll end the 5th inning. It's still a 1-1 game.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell. The little pill with a big story to tell.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different.
How so?
We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest, so we don't sell any commission-based products.
Then how do you make money?
We have a simple management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority by getting to know their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more.
Wow. Maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool. It's creamy. It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Check these out, Harry. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. You just step in and they're on.
I must be dreaming.
No, mate, they're real.
Well, if I'm not dreaming, why slip those here?
I got a show at the stadium tonight.
Ah, that makes sense.
No hands-free with Skechers slip-ins.
Alex Cora's got to be over the moon with what he's getting from Criswell in this game. 77 pitches over 5 innings, just the 1 home run. Romy Gonzalez chases the first pitch from Ian Hamilton as the Yankees bullpen gets to work. Well, all eyes are going to be on this bullpen the last 17 games. Fair or not, the Yankees will go as far as their bullpen goes because that's the only area where they show a little bit of a weakness. But I maintain that the arms they have there, if not, here's the difference. If each guy doesn't try to become the guy, they're going to be okay. But it's inherently human nature to say, oh, the closer's role, so I'll get it, or I'll do something. And you just got to, when you're pitching, you got to do your job.
Catching up on a little bit of the Bills-Dolphins game right now.
He strikes out Gonzalez for the first out of the 6th. They had a sure thing in Clay Holmes, right? He spent an all-star with Holmes with 11 blown saves, most in the American League, and so they've stayed away from him in the closer's role. I mean, in a perfect world, you know what inning you're going to pitch. Yes. You know you're going to be the 9th inning guy. Yes. It ain't easy, right? Like, you say that anybody can get 3 outs and they're all created equal, but no way. It just doesn't work across the board. There's not 25, 26 robots in that wear a uniform. It's not so easy to interchange. You know, make a position player, change positions. Not that easy.
Even though a
2
pitcher's not changing positions,
minutes left in the first quarter.
he's
Bills
changing the
Dolphins,
mental
4th and
position
1.
that he's used to being
Bills
in.
have the ball.
7-7.
Oh no, they're kicking it. That sucks.
Work on your computer
They're
or
punting.
your iPad.
Dude, it's 4th and 1. Just
You
fucking
get
go for it. I hate
information.
football, man.
Well, now, go to your iPhone. You still can get that
Damn,
same
man.
information,
Just
but you'll
go.
be a
Just
little more
make a
uncomfortable.
fucking
It take
cool
longer,
play,
and it's a
dude.
harder transition.
4th and 1. You're
That's
gonna
the
get it
way
a
is
yard,
when you're trying to
dude.
take a 7th inning guy and go, what's the difference of
Run
3
with
outs
James
in the
Cook.
7th and 3 outs in the 9th? It is huge mentally. Because you know who gets asked the questions after the game? Not the guy in the 7th. Right. It's the guy in the 9th. Two to Tyler O'Neill breaks outside. Count goes full. In 3 years, I think somewhere 8 or 9 blown saves, right, for myself. And I think that's about the amount of times I got interviewed as the closer. As a starter, you get interviewed every time you start. Win or lose, doesn't matter. But as a closer, if you do your job well, they don't come to you and go, hey, how did you nail down that 1-run save? They come to you, how come you blew that 1-run save? And that's the biggest difference mentally in the positions of when you pitch. You know, they say all the time, it's probably easier to pitch when you're down 4 runs.
So by the way, the Yankees have Ian Hamilton pitching. He came in to pitch the 6th inning.
To close out a game.
There is strike 1 to Connor Wong.
Hamilton's
Thought
a
that should
guy
have been a ball, but okay.
Pretty intriguing what he could factor in as. Just got back from the lat injury that caused him to miss 2.5 months. Which version are they going to get? Are they going to get the dominant version they had last year? Or the one that started to struggle pretty badly before he got hurt? But when he's right, he's got dynamic stuff that can play wherever you want to put it. Yeah, we just missed a kind of going at each other. Is it just me, or does Hay and O'Neill work out together? I love that. Ruled to third.
And that'll be a out number 3.
An easy 6. Next time they face up, I hope they roll out the bench, bring out the bar. All right, let's just see who can push it.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like our fresh, never frozen dough made from 6 simple ingredients. And our dough can save you dough. Get 2 or more Papa Perry's favorites for just $6.99 each. Order now on the app from Papa John's.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
You know, you only get one body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space, or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell for it.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check the weather first before sailing.
It's gonna get nasty there.
Yep.
Hey, perfect day for sailing, huh? Have fun on land.
I'll go tell the Coast Guard. Yep.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
You ever notice the more you try not eating the other half of your foot long, the more you end up eating the other half of your foot long? No one can resist juicy chicken, smoky bacon, and creamy ranch. Get the elite chicken and bacon ranch, now at Subway.
Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more,
Go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Middle of the order for the Yankees, and Criswell stays in there. It's only the 5th time in his 18 starts this year that he pitches into the 6th. Wells greets him with a base hit to left center field.
And that'll be a base hit.
Sunday, it's week 2 of the NFL season, and it kicks off on Fox. Derek Carr leads the Saints after their blowout win week 1 against Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, who did the same against Cleveland, or the Rams battle Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. Check for the game in your area on the Fox Sports app. 80th pitch coming here. He's not exceeded 80 pitches in a few months. Strike one on Stanton. He definitely has been mixing it up, and more than likely his last hitter if Stanton gets on. Left-handed batting Jazz Chisholm's on deck. 0-2, buckles his knees with a slider there. Stanton's reached both times. He's walked, he's single.
So Stanton 0-2. It's a ball. He is 1 for 1 tonight, but he's gotten on base both times. Had to walk earlier.
Missed a real good opportunity of catching part of the plate with that breaking ball. Stanton would have come out of his shoes swinging at it, but he pulls it too far off the plate and resets the count to 2-2. Yankees got a leadoff.
Shut up, Matt.
Torres in the first inning. Red Sox tied it, and the Danny Jansen home run in the 5th. That's all here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Wells at first.
I don't control the fucking pace of this shit.
Criswell going where he rarely does. Here's his 2-2 to Stanton. And it's gone full. See how he went after
Fuck
that?
the
It was
Yankees.
so far out. If it's anywhere close to that plate, I don't know what they'll do here 3-2, but I would certainly throw another breaking ball and try to see if I can get him to swing outside the zone. Because anything middle to middle in, you might not get it back.
Clown Yankees.
Three-two pitch. Got it. Stuck with the sweeper. It was over the plate, but he got a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Gonna be out number 1.
His 4th K and an exclamation to finish off what is
Red Sox copied the White Sox. Well, red's better than white. White's just like a plain color. Red is like blood.
Jumpy was on that
Or
pitch.
like
Got him on the 3-2 pitch.
Clifford the Big Red Dog. Red's much cooler than white. What did white do? Oh, I know what white did. White slaved black. That was bad. That was a terrible thing white did. Fuck white.
Take up a lot of space. Or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell.
I'm a communist? What are you saying?
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
You look red so much it's sus, Matt. You look so fat that it's like embarrassing.
Liberty Mutual
Like you're
customized my car
disproportionate.
insurance. I saved hundreds.
Like you don't even
With the
look
money
like a
I saved,
fucking
I thought I'd get a
human.
wax figure of myself.
Like you look like a literal like fucking
Look at the
tool.
craftsmanship. I mean, they even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know. Years after I'm gone, this guy will be standing the test of
You have titties.
milking. Oh, jeez. No. Okay. Only only pay for what you need.
This is not
You
a
weigh
drill.
more than- oh,
Subway
yeah.
dropped the price on all of their subs. 40%
I saw
off
your
any sub,
story.
any size.
Subway did what? Any sub?
Yep. For a limited time, you get 20% off when you order it now. Hurry and get this deal before it's gone.
Yeah, I posted a shot on my story. It was like my phone like down here. It was like my phone was like right here. And it looked like I had like titties. It was very funny.
The Floor premieres Wednesday, September 25th on Fox.
Cooper Criswell holds the Yankees to a run over 5 1/3, deepest he's gone in a couple months, and off to the bullpen they go. Here's Cam Boozer. Outside ball one on Jazz Chisholm. Tied at 1 in the 6th. And the Boston bullpen that has really struggled the last couple months. This has been a bright spot for him. 32 years old in the big leagues for the first time.
So Cam Boozer is in. I feel like I haven't seen him in a while. Wasn't he down for a while?
Didn't work out, so trying to become a position player. Then he got hit by a car and broke his back, and he said,
Oh yeah, that's right. Cam Boozer got hit by a car.
Carpenter says, I'm going to give pitching a try one more time. An independent team sees a video that he posts on Instagram, gives him a chance, does enough in indie ball to get back into affiliated ball, and this crazy journey has him in the big leagues.
Yeah, he hasn't played since August 13th against the Rangers in the majors. So
Upwards of 95 miles an hour, and he's got a cutter and a curveball that he relies heavily on.
I don't really pay attention to Cam Boozer. I don't know if he was hurt or if he was just down in like AAA.
Here's his 2-1. Ball 3.
That'll be ball 3.
Jazz keeps cranking on that right wrist. Wells at first, started this inning with a single. 3-1 to Jazz Chisholm is cut on and miss. Dominguez waits on deck. A couple of the new additions to this lineup here in the second half. Chisholm at the deadline. Dominguez over the last week, back from AAA. Sharply through. Wells stops at second on a base hit from Chisholm.
I love you, Matt.
And here you go. We were talking about earlier. It's not just Soto and Judge anymore.
There's 2 runners on base now.
Bottom of it, and you got guys like this.
Yeah, that's a very good pickup by the Yankees. The elements that he provides, the size, power, and speed.
So here comes Andrew Bailey.
Pitching coach Andrew Bailey's out for a visit with Boozer before Dominguez bats. Let's go down to Kenny.
One thing, too, with Jazz Chisholm Jr. and Jason Dominguez joining Anthony Volpe in this lineup, the Yankees suddenly are a little bit more athletic, a little bit more capable of doing some things on the bases, guys.
Yeah, that's something they have really not been known for, an element that they can now find ways. They rely so much, obviously, on the home run, but they can create, and they can score with the right personnel on the bases. Volpe being one of them, Chisholm.
Yeah, now the rookie Dominguez. Go ahead running scoring position here in the 6th. First pitch from Boozer. Swing and a miss. A switch hitter that's much better from the other side of the plate. As a right-handed hitter in the minors this year, he hit 160. It's got Wells at second and Chisholm at first. The 0-1 from Boozer. To Kenny's point, great speed from this guy too. Stole 40 bases last year in the minors, 16 out of 17 and a half season this year in AAA. In need of his bat right here. Boy, some confusion here, and Chisholm is tagged out. Oh no,
Nice.
Double steal. If Wells missed a sign that it was, but Jazz was headed for second, and Wells was going nowhere.
Well, Wells dekes him a little bit. From what I saw, started to go and then stopped. Had a big lead. Watch Wells. He starts to go right there, and then Chisholm just followed him. And Wells put on the brakes, and there was nothing Chisholm could do at that point.
And you wouldn't blame Austin Wells.
2-1 count to Dominguez here. Jason Dominguez.
One steal in 2 years in the majors. Would have been surprising if it was a double steal.
Ball 3-1.
Dominguez. That's the thing with the Yankees. As explosive as they can be, as much star power as they have, there have been moments like this way too frequently where it just doesn't look good.
And that's ball 4. So honestly, the bases should be loaded now with 1 out, but runners are at first and second with 2 out.
Well, again, watch what Wells, well, we didn't see that part. It was too late then. The first baseman did a nice job getting behind Jazz once he got that huge lead. And either way, he would have been out because he stepped on his foot instead of the bag.
Yeah. Up to Anthony Rizzo. Left-hander against left-hander. Boozer throws.
And that's strike 1
and a miss
to Anthony Rizzo. That's ball 1.
Boozer throws. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, there again, right there. That aggressive, we'll call that a secondary lead. Chisholm read that as, oh man, he's going. And don't you have to know he's not, though? But yeah, that's just aggression and getting that big lead off of first because you can. And you know what that's so unique about baseball? The different places you stand have different angles and different illusions, right? So first base, seeing that probably looked like he had such a big jump that he was going. But baseball is a game of anticipation and knowing, to your point, that probably wasn't a double steal.
Ball is just inside 2-2. Yankees with 2 singles and a walk in this inning. Cam Boozer, though, a strike away from getting out of it unscathed. Tie game, bottom of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. Rizzo spoils it.
It's the same reason with less than 2 outs that a runner on second doesn't see a blooper as easily as a runner on first. It's the hardest angle when the ball is either behind you or in a place where your angle at second is different. At first, you can see everything, and you can go on that contact knowing he won't catch it. Different angles at different places on the field. You got to have that. They call it court awareness. Look out. Count goes full. There's some court awareness right there. Because even though he's been hit a lot, that would have been a little bit more of a stinger.
So you want to be a big league hitter. 98 up there, high and in. Runners to get a head start now. 2 gone, full count on Rizzo.
This almost has to be a breakout.
There they go. Here it comes. It is
Ball 4. So the bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Honestly, that could be a run scored, though, with still 1 out.
That's going to do it with the right-handed batting Volpe on deck. 4 base runners in this inning against Boozer, and Alex Cora goes to Kelly.
So, Cam Boozer is coming out of the game. Zach Kelly is coming in. Honestly, this is a situation I put Brett Bernardino in, just knowing how he is in clutch situations. He would strike him out right here.
You break it, we take it.
We can take it.
Trade in any phone in any condition at Verizon for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
Give me a recipe with these ingredients.
Let's do that one.
Only on Verizon.
Pause for the facts. Susie here is shopping for a used car, but she doesn't know that nearly half of them have been in an accident.
Interesting.
But Carfax.com shows how accidents impact price, so she doesn't have to overpay. Unpause. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
How would you live your life differently if you knew it was only a matter of time before you went completely deaf and blind? I have Usher syndrome, a rare condition that's causing me to lose all of my vision and hearing at the same time. I'm a fighter, trying to hold on to what I still have. But I can't do it alone.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer. Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Back here in New York, Yankees and Red Sox on a Thursday night. Both these teams hunting something. Yankees looking for a division title with a game-and-a-half lead over the Baltimore Orioles. So the Red Sox just barely breathing in the postseason race. 4 out of the wild card. Yankees have the bases loaded. 2 out here in the
Bases
sixth.
are loaded with 2 outs. Zach Kelly is in the pitch. Anthony Volpe is hitting.
Volpe, who's 0 for 2.
So he's strike 1.
That pitch right there is one of his weapons. He's also got 97 in his arsenal for fastballs. Slider, curveball, cutter. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Volpe. Looks into the left field.
And there you go. That'll be out number 3. That'll end the inning.
Too hard. And Kelly gets out of the bases loaded jam. Second time the last 2 times up for Volpe. He's had that situation, but not able to come through.
You want to be a lifeguard. This is the real deal.
Do you have a tree that needs to come down? Who are you going to call?
Stop Busters!
So that'll end the 6th inning. We'll head to the 7th inning here. Still a 1-1 game.
Bust you this year. So, who are you going to call?
Stomp Busters.
For over 40 years, the law firm of Green, Reed & Pomeroy has been winning personal injury cases and hearing these words.
Thank you, Green, Reed & Pomeroy.
One case at a time.
Thanks, Green, Reed & Pomeroy.
One win at a time.
Thank you, Green, Reed & Pomeroy. If you've been injured, give us a call to find out why so many of our clients are thankful to have us on their side.
At Green, Reed & Pomeroy, we fight for what's right. Over 20 years ago, I dedicated my entire practice to DWI defense. After defending DWI cases for over 2 decades, I came to realize the science of DWI prosecution relies on several assumptions. Worst yet, these assumptions aren't always true. Because of this, you may appear guilty even if you were sober. So be careful who you hire to help with your DWI charge. And better yet, call me, Tom Anelli, New York's DWI lawyer. I'm always here when you need me, 24/7.
We want your scrap at Colossus Junkyard and Scrap Recycling. We want your old vehicles. Need it gone? No converter? No problem. We'll pick it up and give you cash on the spot. Scrap, tin, steel, copper. We buy it all. Turn your trash into cash at Colossus Junkyard and Scrap Recycling.
Hi, I'm AJ LaMacchia. I'm
I'm Anthony Lamacchia. For 4 generations since 1934, Lamacchia Honda has been selling new automobiles in Syracuse. As the region's only locally owned and operated family Honda dealership, we take great pride in celebrating over 50 years selling new and pre-owned Hondas. Our family is dedicated to servicing and selling you that new Honda. Lamacchia Honda, Syracuse's only locally owned Honda dealership. It's a beautiful thing.
You're watching Fox 68, WSYT 68.1. Those 8 left on base for the Yankees in this game have all fallen on his plate. All 8 of them left on base by Volpe. Made the last out in the 2nd with runners at 1st and 2nd, and in the 4th and in the 6th with the bases loaded. So it stays tight.
So here's Trevor's story. Ian Hamilton still pitching for the Yankees. That's strike 1.
6, 7, and 8 for the Red Sox here in the 7th inning. Their lone run coming in a home run from Danny Jansen, who's due up 2nd. Yankees lone run, leadoff shot from Gleyber Torres.
Trevor Story 0 for 2 tonight. There's strike 2.
The Red Sox Academy thrilled, as you mentioned, about the starting performance they got. Now it's up to their bullpen as well as the Yankees bullpen. And Alex Cora said, look, in this environment for these young kids, this is all you can ask for. Battle, see what's happened in this series and what happens the rest of the season. Scratch some wins together and you never know. 0-2 to Story is popped up. Shallow right field. Rizzo loses the hat. Finds the ball.
And that'll be on number 1.
No one gone in the 7th inning. Here is Jansen. Take a look at his home run on StatCast 3D, powered by Google
Here's Danny
Cloud.
Jansen.
Well, he got the breaking ball and he launched it. Now this home run was a little bit different than the home run Torres hit. You know how many ballparks the home run that Torres hit would be out of? 3? Take a guess. This is the only one. This is the only one. Good news is they played it here.
Yeah. And we were seeing off the air earlier that a little bit of wind. StatCast had it as wind aided just to get it over that very short porch in right center. No balls and 2 strikes on Jansen. Perfect conditions at the perfect place for the lone Yankees run of this game.
They'll be fouled off once again.
Hamilton trying to give him multiple innings here for the first time since mid-May. He's missed a lot of this summer with the lat issue. Backs up on him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 29 years old from New Hampshire. Originally a White Sox draft pick. Home of the 1-2 pitch. On the corner to get him. He's faced 5 hitters. He's retired them all, and he's got 3 Ks. Perfectly placed, and a great job, because that looks like that's going to be it. It's a perfect night for Ian Hamilton. And the struggling Yankees bullpen with a positive sign there. Here comes Tim Hill.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence. It kept me in the shadows.
But no longer will psoriasis get a piece of me. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can control my plaques and start getting myself back.
Bimzelx helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts.
Dare to wear black again, from head to toe.
Most people got 100% clear skin.
Saw him after the first dose.
Serious side effects, including suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get yourself back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
Man, I've seen things you wouldn't believe. But this I have not seen. You know, nothing phases me, man. Nothing. But these guys got me phased. Now, this game found another gear. Think you've seen this before? Keep watching.
Tim Hill to Wilyer Abreu, and on one pitch, he's going to end this inning. We didn't even get to tell you about Tim. Fun guy, Tim Hill.
So that'll bring us to the bottom of the 7th inning.
We love this house. It really has it all.
Yeah, but our neighbor is a little opinionated.
Next on Golf Day.
Steer rank 1!
I think it'll make me a big salad.
Steer rank 2!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Strike 3!
What are you talking about? That's a cute shirt. You need glasses, pal.
That's it. You're out of here.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
He's done this to me before.
Too far, man. How do you sleep at night?
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night.
Electrified. Hungok Tire.
Look at that Wendy's breakfast burrito. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage. Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's holding on for dear life. The boss of breakfast, gotta be Wendy's.
Jalen Noro and 4th-ranked Alabama take on Wisconsin. Big noon Saturday, only on Fox.
Torres for the Yankees, Jansen for the Red Sox, tied at 1 to the last of the 7th here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees with a game-and-a-half lead in the American League East. It has been neck and neck. If you're into taxi cabs racing, this has been your division. These teams have been, for most of this season, about 500. Yankees can thank the Orioles that they haven't taken off, and the Orioles can thank the same, because both these teams below 500 since mid-June. In the last 2 months, it's been within 2 games the whole way. This is what's left as the Orioles go to Detroit this weekend, face one of the hottest teams in baseball.
Here's the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, they'll face off head-to-head one more time. Final week of the season right here at Yankee Stadium, but the division may be coming down to those 3 games.
That might be one of the most fun graphics I think I've seen in the Cavs and the division, because that's exactly the way this year has gone.
Orioles just decimated with injuries, made a bunch of moves. Yankees are getting healthy. You like their chances now to hold on and win that division, but they have to take care of their division foes, and they've only been just so-so in the division while crushing everybody else. This is Justin Slayton for the Red Sox. In this 1-1 game, Slayton's on to face the top of the Yankees lineup. before Torres and the Yanks come to bat. Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Geico. Get more with Geico. Now, the Orioles ended their drought last year, winning the American League East, winning 101 games, and then a quick exit in the postseason.
Your ass.
The eventual champion Rangers swept them.
Your ass, man. You're boring as fuck. You're just a boring person. You're literally the most boring person who has ever lived.
Baseball to be played. The Yankees will play the winner of the Royals and the Orioles. I don't think any Yankees fan has seen that saying, oh boy, that's real company. They just saw how talented the Royals are this week, and they've seen all year what the Orioles look like as Torres takes a strike. 15 games after today to shake all that out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Torres.
So 1-1 count here to Gleyber Torres.
There's a feeling one way or the other. Hey, we have familiarity. We feel good about it against the Orioles, or we want to avoid the Orioles.
No, I think whenever you're in a position of strength, and that meaning you've got home field advantage, it doesn't matter as much. But there are certain matchups you would not openly prefer. But if the Orioles staff doesn't get healthy and even remotely look like themselves, they're more vulnerable than they've been before.
Smoked to short, but right at short. Trevor Story catches it. Like, to me right now, Kansas City's at least as scary as Baltimore. You're looking at those two teams.
Absolutely. They've quietly put together an impressive starting rotation. Their offense is way above average thanks to Mr. Witt.
Tied up in the 7th, Juan Soto. First pitch breaking ball for a strike. Soto hit his 39th last night. 199th in his major league career. On this 0-1, he takes a fastball, and Slayton got squeezed there. Slayton will turn 27 in a couple days. Rookie out of Texas. To Soto with a 1-1 pitch. Ball 2.
2-1 count here to Juan Soto.
That's a pretty good list.
And a strike 2.
You rarely see those kind of swings, especially what he's trying to do, of course, take the lead. He'll lock in now and spread out, and his swing won't get as big as it just did right there as he got tied up inside. Now he'll get virtually no stride. Trust his hands and trust his eyes to see the ball in the zone and hit it where it's pitched.
Swings and misses at the fastball. 2 gone in the 7th.
That young man needs to keep that video and watch it over and
2.
over again as a pitcher to say, I just took care of one of the best hitters in the game and made him look foolish and exposed him inside and then got him outside. Well done.
All right, now go do it again against another one of the best hitters in the game.
Just don't let your machoism take over here and try to blow a fastball by him. And that's the right pitch. Because you can get caught up real quick and pouring a 97-mile-an-hour fastball and making it look like a ping pong going out.
He just gets Soto. I'm Superman. This guy is. And to center field.
And it'll be a base hit from Judge.
With the cutter. Took the sting out of it, but it's a 2-out single for Judge, his first hit of the night. Austin Wells, 1 for 3. Last catcher to win Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey in 2010. Last Yankees catcher to win Rookie of the Year, got to go back to Thurman Munson.
Is Wells a guy that could grow a beard in 2 days, you think?
Oh, it looks that's thick, huh?
Of course you can't here.
but he's got Thurman Munson stash goal. He does.
That's ball one.
I love the match. Former Yankee captain. Is the rookie of the year as well. Go ahead, run it first. 2 gone in the 7th. That drops in there. 1 and 2 on Wells. A couple rookie of the year candidates on this team. Luis Heel looked like the front runner early. Colton Cowser probably the favorite at this point in Baltimore. There goes Judge on a 1-2. It's hit on the ground. Ricochets off the mound right to Story. And after 7 innings here in New York, tied at 1.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm not only losing my sight, but my time to enjoy it.
So that's going to end the 7th inning.
I can open up my world.
Still a 1-1 tie.
Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, so I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause an eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. Severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye can occur. Most common eye side effects were cataract and broken blood vessels.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-watering, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. Better get you some Papa John's.
Okay, it's gonna hail in
I love it. You take me places to tear up my reputation.
Yeah, but I went to college with a guy.
Where's my phone? Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we
There's
can save you
nothing holding me back.
Not sure if you had a chance to look at the doctor yet.
There's nothing holding me back.
We don't have bear.
Well, with Bear, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Bear quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
Facts.
Classic first-timers. They don't know that nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident. But Carfax shows how accidents impact price, so they don't have to overpay. Unpause.
Ooh, wonderful accidents.
Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
Critics are calling The Killer's Game a killer time at the movies.
Bleeding everywhere.
Dave Bautista is relentlessly charming.
Oh, girl.
It's one hell of a fun ride.
Do you think I filled in?
I hope so.
The Killer's Game, rated R.
All right, so they leave Tim Hill in, and Hill coming over from the Chicago White Sox, been a different guy. Had an ERA above 5 when he was with the White Sox. He's been excellent with the Yankees. Whoa, this one knocks his glove off, finds the ball and tosses over to kid Rafaela. 2 pitches so far. Couldn't be more dramatically different. Ground ball, and then a rocket. 102. Oh, it's fine. It just caught all webbing and good reaction. I love how he brought his hand and tapped it together like he had his glove in his hand, you know. And Tim can't help but smile. He's this funky left-hander with a personality to match. They say this guy's a beaut. Top of the order for the Red Sox. A strike on Duran. 0 for 3 in this game. Top 3 in the Red Sox lineup combined 0 for 9. 6 Ks. One ball, 1 strike. If the Red Sox are going to have a shot here down the stretch, this offense has to figure it out. It's carried them for a lot of the season. Way too often. They've had nights like this lately. Holmes is warming as Hill throws, and Duran chops it along first. That will go foul. Kenny, this is another guy that the White Sox just sort of gave away.
Well, Joe, if you want to know why the White Sox are at 114 losses and counting, they released Tim Hill on June 18th. Yankees signed him. He's contributing to their bullpen. They traded Jake Cousins to the Yankees for cash on March 31st. He's contributing to the Yankees bullpen. And you mentioned Romy Gonzalez of the Red Sox before, batting third tonight. They waived him. The Red Sox claimed him in January. 3 guys that they could have used.
They're headed for a record number of losses there on the south side of Chicago. Hill's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He gets Duran. Yeah, and he's retired all 3 that he's faced. There'll be one more hitter for him here. Lefty-lefty against Devers. Sidearm delivery is always more connected to your right-handers, and when you get a left-hander that can do that, that is a nasty position to be if a left-handed hitter. Just does not see the long levers and the way.
Here's Rafael Devers with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning.
Are difficult to pick up. And especially unpleasant for Devers, who's looked totally off tonight. 0 for 3 Ks.
Strike 2.
0-2. Doesn't it usually work that way when you're feeling off and you're having a tough night? You blink and you're behind 0-2. Yeesh. Backswing guy. Wells there. But umpire Charlie Ramos gives him a moment. Well, 1-2. Chris Martin ready in the Red Sox spin. Hill throws, and Devers somehow fouls that thing off. Wow. Ummy. The fact that it didn't break. Tim has one that he likes. Here comes with another 1-2. Devers rolls it along first and foul. Yeah, might have broken his bat. Yeah, he might have done some damage before that and finished it off that at bat. Yeah. One-two is bounced to second. And Torres will throw over there to get Devers to finish off the top of the 8th. 9 up, 9 down for this Yankees bullpen.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma. How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
The number 13 original Italian, sliced right in front of you, topped off with the juice. Just what the doctor ordered. Say what? No, really.
Get this man a number 13 Italian stat.
Thank you.
The number 13 original Italian, only at Jersey Mike's.
That ball is crushed.
You know, this was crushed. Google Cloud AI knows a ball going 440 feet with a 107-foot peak would be a homer by the river, but not by the pool. It wouldn't make a dent in the crown, but it would get lost in the forest, ding the Big Apple, soar past the slide, and even hop the train. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Yo, those are nice. Hold on 1 second.
Candace, what's up? I think my daughter's going pro at basketball.
She's 3.
Yeah, she's 3. What's your point?
I'll take those.
Wait, you're at Dick's? Could you pick up an agility ladder for my daughter?
1 second.
Candace.
Don, what are you doing?
Oh, you're at Dick's. Grab me that New Zealand hoodie.
Candace. Ren, could you give me a red tracksuit? Okay. What else?
Ace, you gotta see her. Got 2 days going right now. What you think's the next step?
Hey, Patrick, let me call you back.
She hung up.
Oh, my goodness. This dude, I cannot.
Danny, this all happens every morning. Fresh sliced lettuce, tomatoes, and freshly grilled bacon.
And I take the job of bacon manager very seriously.
Is that a real job?
Definitely. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Google Cloud, the official AI partner of Major League Baseball. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI. And when it all turned, the 2004 American League Championship Series. Game 4 down 3-0. They turn it around. And the drought in that 04 season. This game's tied at 1. To the bottom of the 8th inning we go. Chris Martin out of the Red Sox bullpen. He was one of the best relievers in baseball last year.
So here's Chris Martin.
ERA, but 3.5 this
I haven't played Coldplay in a while.
6 and 7 for the Yankees. Strike one on Stanton. Well, downhill, big, tall, right-hander. Doesn't walk many.
Pitches good here. I can play some Coldplay. But only if he pitches good here.
Years old, won a World Series with the Braves a couple years ago. Ahead of Stanton 0-2. 9 years in the big leagues, 7 different teams that he's pitched for. After getting his ring with the Braves, went to the Cubs and then the Dodgers. Quick pitch, right by him. Then he gets Stanton on.
That's out number 1. Strikeout.
That's impressive. It comes right after you, and he made his pitches inside. Look, he's kind of, pitching can be simple. If you go downhill straight to your target and you don't have a lot of movement in your head, you can make pitches like this and be able to combine location and power. One out in the 8th inning for Jazz Chisholm, who singled and walked in this game. Pops the first one off of the hands foul. Solo home run apiece. That is it. Torres for the Yankees in the first. Jansen for the Red Sox in the 5th. The Yankees especially have had their chances, but have stranded 8. Well, both these teams got walk-off wins in extra innings yesterday. Each day so meaningful. Red Sox just trying to keep their hopes alive in the postseason race. Orioles are off today, so the Yankees have a chance to grow the lead to 2 games. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's kind of a big deal at this point, right? 2 versus 1. So each team realizes how important this is. Of course, the Red Sox are in more of a desperate situation than the Yankees are. Chisholm to second. Gonzalez to first. The 2 gone
Down number
in this
2.
8th inning. Be part of the action like never before. And cast your vote for the MLB Player of the Game. Voting opens after the 6th inning of every game at MLB.com/POTG. Terms and conditions apply. 2 up and 2 down for Chris Martin. Here's Jason Dominguez. Single and a walk in this game. Bounces this one foul. He definitely has a quick bat, and he's might be a little bit short in nature, but he is stocky and strong. Looks like an NFL running back. Yeah. Left-handed version of Mike Trout at the plate. That's a name that a lot of scouts would bring up, as he was the top international prospect in the Dominican Republic. Signed to that record bonus right after he turned 16. 0-2 from Chris Martin is way high. Extra special for Jason being in the big leagues with the Yankees. His dad was such a Yankees fan that he named him after Jason Giambi. Threw an extra S in there for the heck of it. Chris
Strike
Martin
3.
for the 1-2-3 8th inning.
So that's going to bring us to the top of the 8th, or the top of the 9th, sorry.
You know, you only get one body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space, or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell for it.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interests.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a transparent fee structured so we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Guys, focus. Let's not do fake falls. Just say, at T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits, and you can still save versus the other guys.
Happy to be here.
No fake stares, please.
Hi, I'm Patrick J. Adams.
Is that a shimmy? Just say, at T-Mobile, you can save on every plan, and you get great benefits with Magenta status.
Keep doing whatever that is. I'll do the line.
Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator and see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More.
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
Check these out, Harry. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. You just step in and they're on.
I must be dreaming.
No, mate, they're real.
Well, if I'm not dreaming, why sleep okay?
That's a show at the stadium tonight.
Ah, that makes sense.
No hands-free with Skechers slip-ins.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool. It's creamy. It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday. Jalen Milroe and 4th-ranked Alabama taking on Wisconsin in a huge SEC Big Ten clash. All starting at 10 a.m. A Big Noon kickoff live from Madison. And then Alabama, Wisconsin at noon on Fox. So they jump around. There at Madison won't be an easy place for the Crimson Tide to go play. Here's Tommy Canley. Missed the first month and a half with a shoulder. He's been their best reliever since getting healthy.
Well, 7 out of 10 times I'm going to be right if I say he's going to throw a changeup.
Yoshida pinch hitting. And you didn't say it, but had you would have been right.
I'd have been right. Yeah. 70%, 72% to be exact. So he throws a ton of power changeups. And even if you sit on it, sometimes it doesn't matter because if you execute that pitch, it fades away almost like a split finger.
2 of them. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yoshida in his 2nd season having another solid season for the Red Sox. That's some big hits for him. 289 as a rookie, 284 this year. And ahead of the count, 2-1. Signed a 5-year contract. Out of Japan, 7 seasons over there. Had more walks than strikeouts in Japan. Averaged more than 20 home runs a year. A lot of pop in that bat. Rolls this one to second. And it's scooped up by Gleyber Torres for the first down at the top of the 9th. Well, if you happen to just be tuning into this one, a couple solo home runs have provided all the scoring. It was Torres for the Yankees to lead off the game against Cooper Criswell. He didn't give anything up from there. Pitched into the 6th inning. To the end of the 5th, Danny Jansen for the Red Sox tied it up. And a battle of the bullpens. The Yankees have gone 10 up, 10 down from Hamilton to Hill and now Canley. O'Neill sends a towering drive down the left field line. Foul. Well, it's about time that Tyler O'Neill shows up and does something like that. 5 home runs in his last 5 games, including a walk-off last night.
And loves the first pitch. He jumped all over it. But as you said, just hooked it foul.
30 homers in 100 games. Kind of a half swing, and he's so strong that it still goes to the gap.
That's gonna be a single.
A
double.
Second. Judges throws not in time, and a double for Tyler O'Neill. First base runner for the Red Sox against the Yankees bullpen. You got to go back to the 5th. Find the last time they had anybody aboard.
You said it. A check swing. I don't know if he went. Did he go? He went and was able to hit a double. It's unreal. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Red Sox looking for their first lead of the game, and it's Connor Wong, who's got a double and a walk. Strike one on that changeup.
Strike one there.
Red Sox in need of a big hit here. Chance to get to within 3.5 games of the Twins. That would draw them even with the Detroit Tigers. On for the last playoff spot in a year where nobody was really giving them a chance to do that. Chopper foul, 0-2. Canley to Wong.
Ball one.
The 1-2 pitch. Count evens 2-2. Pulled the last two of them, and they've all been changeups. And when you do that, you rush and get too far out in front of yourself as a pitcher. Go ahead, run at second, one gone in the ninth. Connor Wong takes
Ball
ball
three, full count.
Same area. Tommy Canley's pitched in 22 games in the second half. He's put up zeros in 21.
Canley's warming up.
Kenley Jansen getting ready. Here's the payoff. He'll do it again.
Out off.
Based on this inning, his percentage is going to climb. I don't think we've seen a fastball. Yeah. Out of the 12 pitches that he's thrown, one slider, 11 changeups. Another 3-2 to Wong. Look out, ball four.
That's ball four.
He spills the Boston first baseman. And they've got him at first and second. Another changeup that really the last four have gotten away from him. So maybe just see if the first pitch here against Story is not a fastball. Just trying to get that release point going again. The thing about changeups and off speed, when you have great feel for that pitch, it comes out of your hand in a consistency that creates no velocity but an arm angle and an arm swing like a fastball. The last four have not come close to the spot he was trying to throw it to. How do you
Jesus.
Well, one of the things is you know, he throws everything hard, right? He's overthrowing it and getting out over the rubber too fast to home plate. And when you do that, you're changing the angle of that pitch. That pitch has to have a fade action down. It's actually cutting. And then that last one, up and in. You've got to trust that your mechanical key of the grip is going to take care of the velocity change, and then you just throw the pitch on time and let the movement take care of itself. Trevor Story looking for his first big impact since coming back from the shoulder. First and second, one away in the ninth. And a ground ball foul. Trevor had that surgery. They said, you know, we'll see you next year. You don't tear your labrum, fracture your shoulder, and come back. But they say he was an absolute monster in his rehab and hurried back well before he probably should have, but trying to help the Red Sox make one last postseason push. Chance to deliver here in a tie game in the ninth. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, not just his first big impact since coming back, but in a Red Sox tenure that's been mostly injuries. Chance for a big swing here. The 1-1 from Canley. Story grounds it along third, and it's 1-2. hitter Danny Jansen waits on deck. Red Sox with their first chance against the Yankees pen. A double from O'Neill, walk from
1-2 count here to Trevor Story. 0 for 3 tonight.
Swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup.
That'll be out number 2.
You see the grip, and then you see that one moved just a little bit, but had enough depth to it. The full story. Yeah, and instead of Danny Jansen, it's Tristan Casas.
Casas is coming in.
The like story, Casas has missed a lot of this season. Injured his rib in late April. Came back in mid-August, had a hot start upon returning, but he's been ice cold lately. Such high hopes, you know, for first base has been kind of a revolving door for the Red Sox. Trying to find that guy. So Casas pinch hitting for Jansen in a tie game in the 9th. Taking ball 1 from Canely. Really inspired a lot of hope last year. 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting. Hit 24 home runs. Then that injury stunting this season. It's got O'Neill at second, Wong at first. On this 1-0, Casas swings and misses. You know it's coming, and it still dives away from you. Yeah, you tell yourself again as a hitter, make it be knee or thigh high. Well, this pitch starts out right there, and just because you've got to respect, even though we have not seen a true fastball yet, to my knowledge, hitters see that pitch, and it has so much tight and so much depth to it that they haven't been able to do
1-1 count
much
here
to
to
it.
Tristan Casas.
2 out, 1-1. Casas lays off this time.
Nice, it's ball 2.
Because there's no fastball that he's thrown to differentiate, when a pitch starts that low, the hitter can recognize it. The pitch has to start out of his hand in a place where he thinks that's a strike, and oh, this might be a fastball, and then hope to get a hanging changeup and hit it. Drives it in the air to center field, but he just
And that's going to be out number 3.
Judge waits on it to come down, makes the
So that's going to bring us to the bottom of the 9th inning, where the Yankees will try to walk it off, and I hope they don't.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Good morning, everybody.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
Watching the fresh morning prep, the sizzling bacon, the slicing of tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce. You know my favorite is I get free subs. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma? How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I could have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. catch a sober ride. Bus driving is drunk driving.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. You can't fake that. You can fake my outfit. You can fake these haunches. You just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Alright, here's the bottom of the ninth.
Jansen for the bottom of the ninth inning in a 1-1 game, trying to get this game into extras. He'll face Rizzo, Volpe, and Torres for the Yankees. Kenley Jansen. Not quite the Mariano cutter, but I'd say he's the closest thing to the Mariano cutter. A little different body. Big body. Tough to see the pitch coming out of that frame. 446 saves in his career. We got some defensive changes around him. Juan does the catching now. Casas, after pinch hitting, stays in the game and plays first. And Nick Sogard is coming in second. The Yankees, how about this, Sean? The Yankees have not had a walk-off home run in 2 years. Anywhere? Well, it would have to be here. I see you. Okay. You were testing me and I passed. It's Rizzo to start the night. You are locked in, sir. He was that guy that hit it back in 22. Giancarlo Stanton. The pitch-com issue right away.
A pitch-com issue.
What a pain that's got to be. I know this 99% good pitch-com, but you get all dialed in, locked in for this high-pressure situation, and then you can't hear your little gadget. You know, I wonder, I'm such a, I can't have tags in my shirts, certain things that are touching. I wonder if I'd be able to wear that in my hat. Now, I didn't have a lot of cushion under there, so I didn't have a lot of air, so I wonder if it would feel differently. Well, Anthony Rizzo has hit Kenley Jansen hard through the years. And has 5 walk-off home runs in his career, including 1 as a Yankee. So here we go, bottom of the ninth, Jansen to Rizzo. Fights the first one back foul. Jansen 4th all-time in saves. The career he's had.
Fuck happened.
36 years old in his 15th year. Second one with the Red Sox. Home with an 0-1 pitch. Rizzo punches a ground ball left side. Easy play for Devers.
That'll be out number 1.
Wide throw. Casas gets his
Oh, no. Well, no, it is. Okay.
I'm not saying Rizzo wasn't running as hard as he can, but you just never know on a play, especially when it's close.
You just never know.
You watch Rizzo run it down, and the throw takes him off the bag, but you see he had plenty of time to get back to it. I tell you what, Casas just now comes into the game. I don't know if Wong makes that play. Not nearly as big. He's only starting his 5th game of his career at first base. Volpe takes a strike. Well, Anthony Volpe, in this night where the Yankees have stranded 9, has been at the plate responsible for 8 of those. The bases loaded twice, and runners at first and second the other time.
Nice. There you go. That's out number 2.
Today around that wide throw. He's had 2 tremendous plays. I mean, the double play is going to be one of the best double plays turning as hard as the ball Judge hit. But watch his reaction. We talked about baseball as a game of reaction and knowing what to do and quickly doing it. That is the hot corner. That's the definition of the hot corner. Great hands. Easily throws out a speedy runner. Now it's Torres, who started this game with a home run. Takes outside, ball 1. It was 13th for Torres. It was a continuation of his second half surge.
Here's Gleyber Torres, ball 1 to him. 1-0 count.
On this 1-0 pitch, Torres was taken all the way. 2 walk-off home runs in his career. Last one came 2 years ago. He's had several that year.
If this game goes to the 10th, it'll be Holmes, and 8-9-1 will be due up for the Red Sox. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Both these bullpens outstanding. Just 1 base runner against the Red Sox spent the last 3 innings. Another 1-2. 2-2. Soto on deck.
And that's strike 3, so that is going to bring us to extra innings.
Both these teams had extra innings wins yesterday. One of them's going to have one tonight.
Yeah, second straight extra innings game for the Red Sox.
And if we win, we get to
And
tell
for
you
the
how Liberty
Yankees.
Mutual customizes car insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Service! Stand back!
You know you gotta live it if you wanna win.
Time out.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You ever notice the more you try not eating the other half of your foot long, the more you end up eating the other half of your foot long? No one can resist juicy chicken, smoky bacon, and creamy ranch. Get the elite chicken and bacon ranch, now at Subway.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And with no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to my business needs. What's in your wallet?
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Tom Brady, the broadcaster? Guy's got everything in the world. Why do it? Tommy, why?
Yeah, Tommy. Why don't you lay on a beach getting fat on pina coladas? Why not buy a soccer team? Got one. Dude, why would they ask why? What are they even talking about? Kid, what? What they're really asking is, why don't you quit football? They don't understand that you live and breathe for football. Because you're Tom freaking Brady.
One day, you'll be the greatest there ever was.
I did not appreciate that.
Back to work.
So here's the top of the 10th.
Boone watches leadoff hitter go deep. That's it, though. 1-1 to extra innings we go. Tommy Kahnle's going to begin the 10th. Clay Holmes has been loosening for a while. He's ready to go. It's 8-9-1 for the Red Sox.
Abreu.
Abreu flies the first one down the left field line.
And that'll be
Jason
out number
Dominguez
1.
is there, and they're unable to advance the runner, which is Casas. Yeah, that is a huge pitch and out that will send Holmes into the game now, because you move the runner over to third at all costs if you're the leadoff hitter in extra innings, or drive him in, but neither was able to be done. Kahnle's so good against left-handed hitters, left him in for that one lefty right there, and now it's Holmes coming in for Rafael.
All right, Clay Holmes coming in.
That ball is crushed.
You know, this was crushed. Google Cloud AI knows a ball going 440 feet with a 107-foot peak would be a homer by the river, but not by the pool. It wouldn't make a dent in the crown, but it would get lost in the forest, ding the Big Apple, soar past the slide, and even hop the train. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
You know, you only get one body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space, or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one.
Let's fight like hell for it.
Never seen her like this before. Whoa, make you wanna get that, get that. And I'm coming back for more. Let's go. Yeah, I'ma bring the wow. Yeah, I'ma bring the wow. Yeah, I'ma bring the wow.
Enjoy peace of mind with a 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, exclusively at your local Genesis retailers.
This is not a drill. Subway dropped the price on all of their subs. 20% off any sub, any size.
Subway did what? Any sub?
Yep. For a limited time, you get 20% off when you order it now. Hurry and get this deal before it's gone.
Tied at 1, top of the 10th inning. Rafael is the hitter. Runner at second, one away. And here is Clay Holmes, who is an all-star for good reason, but has lost his closer job with too many blown saves to stomach, and then put him in a different role yesterday. Gave up the tying run in the 7th inning. Heard the boos as he came into the game here tonight. Strike one on Rafael.
Well, you got to believe it's a little bit of a confidence thing because he's really, really nasty with the kind of stuff he possesses. And he may not be the highest strikeout.
Come on,
but he
Sedon.
takes the heat of the barrel of the bat off with that sinker.
2.
With that breaking ball, he's got both lanes covered, and that's hard for a hitter to cover both when he is on.
Facing the rookie, who's 0 for 3 in this game. Duran waits on deck. Holmes home with an 0-2, and it's a breaking ball rolled to third, picked up by Chisholm. 2 gone.
And that is out number 2.
What happens from time to time is he falls in love with that breaking ball, and that breaking ball is at the wrong time, probably getting hit in the middle of the zone with that sinker.
Alright, so you pretty much got to get a base hit here.
It's as nasty as they get. Heavy. Alex Cora's going to send a pinch runner out there. That is Rob Refsnyder, who's originally in the starting lineup, but his wrist's bothering him. So out there replacing Casas. Now needing his wheels to score on a base hit.
Come on, Jared.
Duran at the plate. Duran 0 for 4 today.
Hit a home run. Just do that.
Yankees in the
Strike
bottom
one.
of the 10th have Soto, Judge, Wells coming up. That's what I'm saying. Knowing that as a team, it was so crucial to get them over to third with less than 2 outs, knowing what the other lineup is coming up with in the bottom half. 0-2.
0-2.
So he throws the sinker and then he throws this breaking ball. That's tight. It goes down in the middle of the zone. A sinker away. Fly to left.
Yeah, let's get that
For Dominguez and
So that's probably going to be it. We head to the bottom of the 10th. And the Yankees try to walk it off. They got Soto and Judge coming up.
Thursday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Great.
You have a tree that needs to come down. Who are you going to call?
Stop Busters!
From tree trimming to stump removal, we do it all. Don't let trees, branches, or stumps bust you this year. So, who are you going to call?
Stop Busters!
For over 40 years, the law firm of Green, Reed & Pomeroy has been winning personal injury cases and hearing these words.
Thank you, Green, Reed & Pomeroy.
One case at a time.
Thanks, Green, Reed, and Pomeroy.
One win at a time.
Thank you, Green, Reed, and Pomeroy. If you've been injured, give us a call to find out why so many of our clients are thankful to have us on their side.
At Green, Reed & Pomeroy, we fight for what's right. Over 20 years ago, I dedicated my entire practice to DWI defense. After defending DWI cases for over 2 decades, I came to realize the science of DWI prosecution relies on several assumptions. Worst yet, these assumptions aren't always true. Because of this, you may appear guilty even if you were sober. So be careful who you hire to help with your DWI charge. And better yet, call me, Tom Anelli, New York's DWI lawyer. I'm always here when you need me, 24/7.
We want your scrap. At Colossus Junkyard and Scrap Recycling, we want your old vehicles. Need it gone? No converter? No problem. We'll pick it up and give you cash on the spot. Scrap, tin, steel, copper. We buy it all. Turn your trash into cash at Colossus Junkyard and Scrap Recycling.
Hi, I'm AJ LaMacchia. And I'm Anthony LaMacchia. For 4 generations since 1934, LaMacchia Honda has been selling new automobiles in Syracuse. As the region's only locally owned and operated family Honda dealership, we take great pride in celebrating over 50 years selling new and pre-owned Hondas. Our family is dedicated to servicing and selling you that new Honda. LaMacchia Honda, Syracuse's only locally owned Honda dealership. It's a beautiful thing.
You're watching Fox 68, WSYT 68.1. Yankees have a chance to get back-to-back walk-off wins for the first time in 3 years. Josh Winkowski trying to keep them from doing that, looking to extend this game to the 11th, but he's going to have his hands full.
Josh Winkowski is out there.
The free runner at second, pitch rolling. Juan Soto's at the plate. Here we go. Strike one to the inside corner. Manuel Valdez at second base. Nick Sogard over to first. Alex Cora moving all his pieces around here late. Winkowski's 0-1. Soto takes ball one. Yankees a chance to grow the lead to 2 games over the Orioles. Soto swings and misses. Shaker dives away from it. First time I've seen Soto in a game get a little bit big, open up a little quick on that swing, and they've exposed him to the tune of 2 strikeouts. Lays off this time. All the amazing things Juan Soto's done in his career. He only has 1 walk-off hit back when he's with the Nationals. On a 2-2. Grounds one. Throw into center field. Here comes Brody. Rafael Stella. Not in time. Juan Soto's first walk-off hit as a Yankee.
Well, that's just awesome.
So they waste no time here in the 10th. Soto leads it off with a game-winning base hit to center. Shortened his swing up a little bit. Smoked it to center field. Great secondary lead by Birdie. Allowed this run to be scored. Great effort here at the plate to throw this ball. Just a little bit offline, and Yankees do it again. And so they lead the Orioles by 2 games. Boy,
Alrighty. So the Yankees win 2-1 here.
2 feels a whole lot different than 1. Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Match play now in golf.
Shitty loss.
You don't have many holes left, many games left if you're the Orioles. We'll pick up 2 games.
For the Red Sox, Danny Jansen got the home run in the 5th inning off of Nestor Cortez. Cooper Criswell pitched 5 1/3 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, had 4 strikeouts. Gave up 1 home run as a 3.98 ERA. Cam Bouger pitched a 1/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, walked 2 batters as a 2.98 ERA. Zach Kelly pitched a 1/3 of an inning, has a 3.49 ERA. Justin Slayton pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1 batter, has a 3.22 ERA. Chris Martin pitched an inning, struck out 2 batters, has a 3.43 ERA. Kenley Jansen pitched 1 inning, struck out 1 batter, has a 3.48 ERA. And then Josh Winkowski didn't get it out, but he pitched in the 10th inning. gave up 1 hit, 1 run, and has a 4.05 ERA. He got the loss tonight, so that brings his record to 4-2. For the Yankees, Gleyber Torres had the home run in the first inning off of Cooper Criswell, and then Juan Soto had the game-winning RBI. Nestor Cortez pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, walked 3 batters, struck out 9 guys, gave up 1 home run, and has a 3.90 ERA. Ian Hamilton pitched an inning and 2/3, struck out 3 batters, has a 4.18 ERA. Tim Hill pitched an inning and a 1/3, struck out 1 batter, has a 3.60 ERA. Tommy Canley pitched an inning and a 1/3, gave up 1 hit, walked 1 batter, struck out 1 batter, has a 1.83 ERA. And then Clay Holmes got the win, brings his record to 3-5, pitched 2/3 of an inning and has a 3.28 ERA. Time of the ball game was 2 hours and 54 minutes and 10 innings. So that fucking sucks that we lost. Hate that. And yeah, definitely not gonna make the playoffs. But yeah. Alrighty, y'all. I want to thank you bitches for watching, and peace out.